Hey friends, Dana here. And yeah, sure, we got plenty of summer left, but we all know what comes next when the weather shifts from crotch soup season to frozen shriveled peas season. That's why I love my pals at Standard Heating and Air Conditioning. It's the perfect time to get them out and take a peek at both your AC and your furnace. Book your AC tune-up by August 21st and save $45 or save $90 when you bundle both. It's the early bird deal and it's the way to go for peace of mind on both ends. Go to standardheating.com and make sure to mention 93X when you book.
The 93X Half-Assed Morning Show. 93X.
I can't believe it's already time. Welcome to the 93X Half-Assed Morning Show. Look at you, just all happier than hell. You're a great crowd. We appreciate you very much. And I'll be damned, right here from the get-go, we've got something special to let you in on. What do you think, Cubby? Should I dump the cat out of the bag or whatever the old saying is?
Yeah, let's get on.
Brotherhood, sisterhood, everyone in between. Consider this your invitation to join us for our next big fat-ass boat ride. We're rocking the river once again. Friday, September 19th is the date. The Half-Assed Morning Show will be cruising the godforsaken Mississippi River from 7 to 10 p.m. Friday, September 19th, 7 to 10. The wonderful, glorious Paddleford Riverboats. That crew is hosting the party. Again, sponsored by Anytime Bail Bonds. I thought Gel had retired.
That's what I was told as well. Maybe they've been pulled back in one last time.
I thought last year Gel was on their retirement tour. Live music from the legendary Gel. A delicious meal will be provided by the folks from Lucky's 13 Pub. Oh, they set up a cash bar on the boat, one or two of those for you. Nothing but fun. Up and down the river we go until we're good and drunk. This is your invitation. You may have seen something or another on our website. You can buy your tickets right effing now on 93x.com.
This is always a great time.
Mm-hmm.
And we've mentioned it over and over and over. The food is excellent. And I hit that a couple times. Ashley forgets to eat. I don't know how you possibly can. Or maybe you don't get time to eat. I'm not sure what it is.
A little bit of both.
Pro tip, get in line early, right when they put out the spread.
That's the way to do it.
That's the way to do it. Because that line can get big, because people love that food from Lucky's, and they want to go through a second and a third time. And I don't blame them.
Buy your tickets now, if you have the means. Our Independence Day boat party is free, but you have to win your way on that pig. This boat ride, this one, is where we try and make a little beer money. You can buy your tickets on 93x.com. Someone said this here, come with us, they said, to celebrate the close to a hot-ass summer.
It's been hot and smoky.
It has. I do enjoy that time of year, September. And when we get out on that boat, you know, there's just a tiny little bit of chill in the air once the sun goes down, and it feels great.
Mm-hmm.
Feels great.
A few people have texted in and said they already bought their tickets. Thank you very much.
Jesus.
Looking forward to seeing you on the boat. Man. And somebody else says 7 to 10 p.m. You know, not all of us are on drugs. Hey, I've complained about that, too. Why is that so late?
We pushed.
Too late.
Nobody needs to stay out that late.
Nope.
We got to keep that. I think they're trying to keep up that rock star image that we have around here, Cubby.
I mean, you see me nodding off at 9.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, I'm passing out.
7 to 10, you know, that's when the real partiers get after it.
Sexy Time Jesus is going to be hunting, wondering if we can reschedule. I'll ask. I kind of doubt it. They've got it on the calendar now, but I will bring it up.
Do you have any favorite memories of the Rock the River
Absolutely.
cruise?
Easy. I can tell you right away.
I think I know what your answer is going to be, but I want to.
I bet you don't, actually.
Go
But
ahead.
maybe you do. Watching you play Wait from White Lion with the band 2 years ago. Was it
For
2 years
Christ's
ago?
sake. Yeah, I think it was a couple years ago.
That was awesome.
You enjoyed that?
Yeah, very much so.
I screwed up a couple times.
You couldn't tell. Only if you're like a diehard fan, and it wasn't even like a bad screw up. I always thought with drums, you have a little more leeway than you would if you're a singer or a guitar player. It's going to stand out.
You can fake it.
Oh, yeah, you definitely can. But not to say you did. I mean, that was awesome. That was so much fun. I
glad
enjoyed
you liked
it so much.
I really liked it, too. I did.
Oh, I could tell you were having a blast. And that was part of it for me, right? I liked it so much, I realized afterwards, I don't like being on video either, no matter what it is, but I realized my face was probably ridiculous, as if I was horny for you.
Are you on the video?
Well, I was standing right aside stage.
I remember someone sent me a video.
I don't know if I was on it, but that was my fear afterwards. It's like, man, if I'm on a video of this, I'm going to look ridiculous. Like I'm hoping to go home with this guy.
Isn't he the sweetest damn thing, Ashley?
That's by far. And there's a lot of fun moments. I love this boat cruise. The fall one's the best. Unfortunately, I had to miss it last year for a wedding. But this boat cruise is probably my favorite thing of the year.
I know you love it. And I appreciate you pinpointing my little jam session with the band a couple of years ago. They were nice enough. You were supposed to get up there, too, and play the guitar.
Oh, I didn't know I was invited.
Oh, I thought you were. I don't know. It was a couple years ago. I thought they called out for both of us.
Oh, shoot. I didn't hear that part.
I don't remember. But I thought that was the situation. But then by the time you reached the stage to fanboy over me.
I did.
It was too late. We had already begun the song. No, it was a lot of fun. I used to be a drummer and...
maybe we could do some Ozzy this year if they let us play with them, as a tribute to the
Wow,
band.
that's a pretty good idea.
I felt like a proud parent watching you.
Well, that's...
I just couldn't stop smiling the whole time.
Am I dying? Am I dying? What's happening here?
I don't know. I remember feeling the same way, Josh. Like, it made me so happy.
Fun song to play. And I know if you're a new listener, you're saying, wait a minute, the dude got up to play drums with a band and the song he played was Wait by White Lion. You know what I mean? Not the most badass rock and roll song that's ever been made, but Josh and I are big fans of that song, and it's a fun and easy song to drum to. Kind words.
Not necessarily that easy, because you got to get up and you got to mute those cymbals a couple times.
I missed once or twice on the cymbal muting.
You did great.
Well, I appreciate that. I thought you were going to say... And I don't know what I did with the video. Someone sent me the video of me playing the drums, and I've lost it, I'm sure. I'd like to see it again. I thought you were going to say your fondest memory of our Rock the River cruise, our fall cruise, which we've been doing now for, 10 years?
Yeah, the fall one? Probably. It doesn't seem that long, but I bet it has been.
I thought you were going to say your fondest memory was when Rock the River became Infect the River.
Yeah, and so more anxiety than Hair Jesus just brought that up. So it must not have been 2020, maybe 2021, whenever that was. It killed half the boat.
There were no survivors.
Maybe I should be clear. It didn't literally kill anybody, but there's about 11 people in the building, including myself, that got really sick. I had COVID once before, and had we not done weekly testing here for work, I never would have known. I felt totally fine. Outside of what you told me when you had it, Nick, I felt like my brain wasn't working. Like really, out of sorts, kind of like I was watching from a distance. So that's the only symptom I really noticed, because I thought, at the time, I'm like, wow, I'm really having a bad week at work. I can't think of anything. I just feel like I suck more than usual.
3-4 years ago when we suck more than usual.
Stop that.
3-4 years ago, our Rock the River party had a great time. 2-3 days later, everybody in the building was nearly on their deathbed.
Yeah, listeners were texting and saying, well, I've been out of work.
I can't. I've been to work for 2 weeks. I can't get out of bed. Just some horrible virus swept through the boat, and you gave it the brilliant nickname. The following year, we said, hey, everybody, it's time to infect the river again.
Oh, I remember something from that, a positive from that cruise, though. And shoot, it's killing me. I can't remember the Jesus' name. And you're not dying. I'm sorry to throw some more admiration at you. But do you remember there was about 3 really attractive women that came over to you, and one of them had a major crush on you?
Yes.
You remember that?
Yes.
Do you remember the Jesus names? Was it Hot Librarian Jesus?
No. The one who really was coming after me?
Yeah.
I believe she went by the name of Nick's next roommate.
That's what it was. Okay.
Jesus?
Yes.
And wow, whoa, wee, whoa.
Yeah, you're not kidding.
I was, once I was propositioned by a coworker on our Rock the River cruise.
I've never heard that story.
Yeah, I think you have. You're just forgetting. Shockingly.
Can you give a clue? Or
it was a female.
All right, I'm out. My guesses are out.
She wasn't employed here terribly long, and her hair wasn't terribly long. Those are my hints.
Yeah.
But I was shockingly approached on the Rock the River party, where it was like, hey, can I talk to you for a second? And I said, sure. And she said, I'd like to throw you down, son. And I said, well, damn, that came out of nowhere. It really did.
This
Weird.
person says, I'd like to remain anonymous, but since you're talking about the boat cruise, I'm the one that almost killed Cubby with my sickness 3 years ago, and I'd like to formally apologize. Hey, you know what? I'm honored to share your mouth spittle with you.
Well, how does he know he's the one that got you sick and then in turn got the entire building sick?
that was nuts how many people got sick on that thing.
How does he know he was...
And I remember even beforehand us going, are you sure this is a good idea?
Oh, right.
You're like, you sure that this is what we should be doing?
And the radio station said, oh, what are you worried about? Let's get a bunch of people on a boat together. Close quarters.
Turkey Butt McGee recommends I start practicing holding a water cup in case of surprise pictures. Yeah, on the last boat cruise, our 4th of July one, I shouldn't even say joked. I've admitted before I had a moment at a friend's surprise birthday party where I realized I don't know how to hold a beer. And I was very self-conscious about it.
Yeah.
And so, we've talked about it over the years, and somebody took a picture of me, and it looks like I've never held a cup in my or held a cup my whole life. That was so bad.
You look like an alien who just got put on planet Earth, and you're trying to fit in with all the other, just observing the other humans and trying to do what they're doing.
Yeah, it looked like I wasn't sure what this was that I was being handed. What do I do with this type of thing? Yeah, that was ridiculous.
All right, here's the guy who claims was our, what do they call it in the business if you're the source of the sickness?
Patient zero.
There you go. Thank you, Smashley. Mm-hmm. Did you read this? The guy who got back to us?
Did he get back to us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He apologized to you. You read the text. He apologized to you. He says he's the one who got you sick on our Rock the River cruise a few years ago and then got everyone else, via Cubby now with the virus, carrying it around the building. Got everyone else in the building sick. He says he knows he was patient zero because he was sick the whole previous week, but he won tickets and he still wanted to go.
I get it.
I was in and out of my mind. Meaning he was so sick. Mm-hmm. The whole cruise, I thought about getting a hotel in St. Paul because I was too sick to drive back to St. Cloud.
Oh, buddy.
He knew he was going to infect everybody on the boat.
Hey, don't feel bad about it. That's fine.
But he had to party. He loves that 7 to 10 time frame also because he knows that's when the big dogs party.
For anyone just tuning in, we just announced Rock the River. Snot Rocket Jesus didn't hear the date. September 19th. It's a Friday night, 7 to 10, Paddleford. This is the one on the Mississippi. So closer drive I like that one because I could get there in like 10 minutes from my house. It's
beautiful.
Perfect.
We might as well call it the Knicks birthday cruise, too. That's only a couple days after my birthday. Let's call it the Rock the River Knicks birthday cruise.
I'm fine with that.
All right.
Maybe we could get a big cake and have somebody jump out of that thing.
That would be so cool. I've always wanted to see somebody jump out of a cake.
Yeah,
Is there any chance you'll make it, Ashley?
No, unless I give birth in like the next 2-3 days.
Well, I think you should tomorrow. I got a lot of money on it.
No, I will still be on maternity leave. So
Yeah, I know you would. I didn't know if you just want to show up or if you're feeling up to it.
No.
Ashley will not be attending.
Would you like to give it some thought?
No pressure, just fun to see you, and thought if you're maybe wanting to get out of the house is all.
I guess, honestly, we'll see. You never know. I might want to get the heck out.
Yeah, you might be tired of diapers by then.
Diapers and crying, yeah.
All right.
That's
Everybody's
true.
crying, not
You'll
just the baby.
You'll be on the boat, like, cutting up my steak.
September 19th, 7 to 10 p.m., Mississippi, Paddleford Riverboats, Anytime Bail Bonds, Gel, Lucky's 13. By God, we got everyone involved. Buy your tickets now on our website.
Do you think your brother's going to make it? Because people want to celebrate his birthday, too.
God, I forgot. Yeah, we share the same birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah, he almost always likes to show up. I forgot. It's not just my birthday.
No, it'll be his, too.
It's that other prick bag's birthday. Well, that's very exciting. Very damned. You know what else is going around? You know what else is happening around town? Is anyone, any of you dialed into these scavenger hunts that are happening around the Twin Cities?
I just saw that
No,
Instagram
what?
account recently. It's kind of intriguing.
Someone's dumping money all over town, and then they go on social media and they give hints as to where the money is, and people come running. They're diving out of motor vehicles, quitting their jobs on the spot to try and find where the money is hidden, and it's become a thing.
They post a video. The guy, well, I guess I don't know if it's a guy because the person who runs the thing remains anonymous, but
It looks like man hands.
Yeah, those are man hands.
They he puts like 60, 80, 100 up to $500 on like some duct tape and then puts it on like a pillar outside Target Center and films it and says, "Come and get it."
I saw a couple of these videos and I thought, oh, that's a like cute idea, and I thought about if I would ever do it. But then I see the people in the video and they look so desperate that I'm like, I don't want to be videotaped looking desperate.
They say doctors are walking away from newborn baby deliveries to go chase down this scavenger hunt money.
Wasn't there a rich guy that used to do that around here? I thought there was kind of a...
Oh, there was, yeah.
Like, there's a dude, the wealthy guy that used to do that kind of thing. And he'd give out some clues.
And again, like this new account that popped up, completely anonymous, if I remember. Didn't want any attention for it.
By the way, go to Instagram, I guess, if you want to dial into this. If you want to hang around there and wait for the next video to drop. Ashley, aren't you and your family members sort of scavenger hunt people? I thought you've told. By the way, a listener just texted in and said, if Ashley's not going to be on the Rock the River cruise, the listener says, if Ashley ain't going, I'm also not going. He says, the rest of you aren't exactly eye candy.
I understand.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's fair.
aren't you and your family big scavenger hunt people? You run around town kicking people in the ass?
Yeah, me and my mom, we like to do the St. Paul Winter Carnival medallion hunt every year.
Oh.
Yeah,
And you were
that's a lot
pissy
of
about
fun.
it this year.
Yeah, because, it was so stupid. Because the guy that won has won like 3 other times.
And doesn't he win almost instantly now?
Yeah, and it's, there's some rumors around his winning. And
Bit of an inside job, you're saying.
yeah, and also I think like you should only be able to win something like that maybe once every 10 years or something like that. Like there should be some type of rule.
I forget, what's the prize on that?
If you have like a certain badge, you can win $10,000, and then if you don't have the certain Winter Carnival badge, I believe the prize is $5,000. I might be incorrect about those numbers, though.
Wow.
That's some good money.
So some of the spots that this cash has been hidden so far, and I can't promise you that this gimmick is going to continue, but it's made the local news. Some of the spots where the money has been hidden so far, the Mall Plus America. Summer's over there by the Minneapolis Institute of Art. I'm always going in and out of the Minneapolis Institute of Art.
I know. If I need to get a hold of you, sometimes I just call the Minneapolis Institute of Art.
I love that place.
I cannot get enough.
I'm not going unless they have one of those pictures. You have to stare at it for a while to see the image.
Those are so fun.
That's real art.
What the hell is that? Is that a wheat field? Is it is it a sweater? I can't tell what.
Oh, it took me so long to figure out how to do that. I was so frustrated to the point where I'd have to lie.
I was
before
gonna
you
say.
see it. Oh yeah, absolutely. That's a beautiful boat.
Is that a close up of my grandma's sweater? What am I looking at? Whoever this individual is who's thrilling everyone in town with their cash scavenger hunt. Target Center, they dumped off some cash over there. The Minnesota Zoo, another place that I love to go.
Oh, really? I do love the zoo.
Yeah,
No.
me too.
I was moving on to the Minnesota Zoo, but
I see.
Also,
Gotcha.
another place that you can find me, the Science Museum.
Oh, the Science Museum's pretty great.
I love to go in and out of the.
I'll run up and down those xylophone stairs as much as you want me to.
Although the zoo was a little sketchy, though, because he hid the money in the lion's den. Thought that was a little dangerous.
Yeah, it's not fair.
Really?
No. Right
geez.
outside the main entrance.
Jesus Christ. Anywhere's like Dana said, I think $50 has been hidden. $250 has been, and you keep up on Instagram, you get the gist of it.
It's funny, too, because he continues filming even after the cash has been claimed to get some stragglers to come sprinting up and see it's already gone. And they're like, dang it.
That's what I don't like.
You
I
don't
don't want
wanna-
to be videotaped doing that.
Because that makes you look like a loser.
Yeah, it just
How? Let's say you didn't know anything about this, right? When you think, okay, I'm going to be killed by the cartel. This is a setup of some sort, or I'm going to be on like a prank show and everyone's going
Yep.
to make fun of me, that kind of thing.
Is it worth a $60 risk?
We got a text in here that says this thing's been happening down in Tyler, Texas for the last 2.5 years. It's the same thing. Same thing going on down there.
The story did note that there's someone doing this in Atlanta and Detroit and Milwaukee and Chicago. Yeah,
Nashville was another place.
Tyler, Texas, of all places.
I might need a little bit more money to look like a fool. What is $60 going to do for me nowadays? I don't even know if that would fill my gas tank.
Yeah, I think that would come close to filling.
Josh will show you what $60 will do for you.
Shoot, I'll show you what $20 will do.
Yeah, he'll show you what $60 can give you. All right. So that's all very exciting. I've been sent a text message, and I need to know if I'm being played with here. And this is very important. Very important to me. I should ask Dana. Dana, do you still swing to and fro? Do you swing from the jock of horrible Hollywood actor Vince Diesel?
Yeah, of course.
And you may be able to confirm or deny this. Mm-hmm. The listener is trying to lead me to believe that Vin Diesel will be starring in a movie coming up called Smokey and the Bandit 20 and 26.
Oh, I hadn't heard that.
Oh, yeah, I think I saw that. I don't know if it was real or not.
All right.
Because they do a lot of those fake ones on social media
Yeah.
these days where they get like an AI-created poster.
Right. The poster does look kind of fake, but seeing it concerns me because I'm a big fan of Smokey and the Bandit with Burt Reynolds and Jerry Reed and Jackie Gleason. I just wanted to know.
I thought it was one of those bits,
Yeah, I think it is.
Fake posters. But at the same time, when they said Liam Neeson was going to be in The Naked Gun, I thought the exact same thing. They're remaking The Naked Gun with Liam Neeson. They're kidding. And obviously that happened.
The only thing I can find on it is some random lady's Facebook post. So
All right.
I'm guessing it's not legit.
Yeah, I think you're safe, Nick.
For now, I'll cool my jets and keep my emotions intact. It says here, Vin Diesel, Will Smith, Ellerio Benedict,
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
and Elizabeth Olsen starring in Smokey and the Bandit. What's funny about Elizabeth Olsen? Is she funny?
No, I made a mistake. I was thinking about, I thought it was one of the Olsen sisters.
It is.
Oh, it is.
I think it's the old like an older sister, not the Olsen twins.
Oh, okay.
I think that she's a sister.
Smokey
She's
and the
gorgeous.
Bandit 20 and 26.
Yeah, I like Elizabeth Olsen.
Okay. So it's probably a joke.
Yeah, I think you can stand down on this one.
There is no way that you came from my loins. That's one of Jackie Gleason's great lines in Smokey and the Bandit. I mean, they remake everything these days.
They sure do.
It's probably
It's feasible.
It's feasible. It is.
I mean, I could see if this took off enough and there's positive social media response to this joke, somebody in Hollywood going, hey, maybe we should do it.
Well, there haven't been positive responses in our text machine.
No, not on social media either.
All right, fair enough. So, it's our Tuesday broadcast. By Dan, we appreciate you joining us. We do very, very much. We ought to take a break. Before too long, we will jump into the stupid news report. So that'll be coming up next on the 93X Half-Assed Morning Show.
93X Half-Assed Morning Show.
Hey friends, Dana here. And yeah, sure, we got plenty of summer left, but we all know what comes next when the weather shifts from crotch soup season to frozen shriveled peas season. That's why I love my pals at Standard Heating and Air Conditioning. It's the perfect time to get them out and take a peek at both your AC and your furnace. Book your AC tune-up by August 21st and save $45 or save $90 when you bundle both. It's the early bird deal and it's the way to go for peace of mind on both ends. Go to standardheating.com and make sure to mention 93X when you book.
Former U.S. Navy SEAL Sean Ryan captures real stories about sacrifice and strength.
My biggest fear wasn't death. My biggest fear was nobody will remember me.
That motivates a lot of people.
It just made me feel invincible.
Open the steel door and just... They were all convinced, I think, that they were about to die. This rush of stress comes over me because now it's soul time.
All of a sudden, I'm saying, what is really important?
Let us reveal the truth of ourselves.
That's it.
The Sean Ryan Show. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
Welcome to NFL Flag.
Are you ready? Yeah! Are you ready? Yeah!
No matter who you are, lace up your cleats, smear on your eye black, step out on the field and chase something. Chase a goal.
Let's get it.
Chase the big time.
Get down, ladies.
Chase rings. Chase gold medals. Chase all of it. It's all up for grabs now. NFL Flag. Chase something. Visit NFLflag.com to find a league and start the chase today.
Stupid news on the Half-Assed Morning Show.
Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's fold today's stupid news report in half and see how everybody likes it. This is fun right here. I like this one. Last Thursday, a search and rescue team in British Columbia, Canada, they got a telephone call. The hotline, whatever they call it over there at the search and rescue team. And they were asked to go on out to the woods, way out there deep into the woods. The word was, a couple of hikers were concerned. They had heard someone crying out from deep in the woods. And that's concerning. It's maybe even borderline terrifying. You hear someone over and over again hollering out from deep in the woods. I would probably assume, Josh, that a bear or a mountain cat or a Blair Witch or something along those lines was eating them alive.
I would too.
Yes.
Some sort of murderer, something going on.
So anyways, the search and rescue folks got to the general area, and sure as hell, they heard what they're calling here faint yelling in the distance. So they started a walking in that direction. And eventually, they walked up on a feller who was camping alone. But he wasn't hollering out, help, or anything along those lines. He was yelling out, this is how you remind me of what I really am. Turns out, this effing camper was simply listening to Nickelback and singing his balls off.
That's so awesome.
That is hilarious.
That is incredible. Singing his nuts off to his favorite rock and roll band, Nickelback. So I'm guessing the rescue folks told the dude to keep it down, and they got the hell out of there.
Did they join him for a number?
No, they weren't interested in
singing Rockstar or something.
Not one of the big hits. They wanted to hear a deeper track.
Sure.
Yeah.
They're purists.
They should. Well, they're out in the woods. They should be singing Animal.
Oh yeah.
That's one of my favorite stories of the week so far.
If you haven't watched it and you're even curious or like Nickelback a little bit, on Netflix, their show Hate to Love Nickelback, the documentary on Nickelback, I really enjoyed it.
Okay.
I think you'd like it quite a bit, Nick.
I remember you bringing that up before.
I've seen them live quite a few times. They are a very good live band.
They're really great. I got a chance to meet them a couple years ago, and they are just the sweetest guys, too.
Oh, yeah, we interviewed them, the Kruger, right?
I don't know which one.
We were pronouncing it wrong.
I thought it was Kroger.
I always thought that,
wait,
too.
no, Crozier.
No, I don't think it's Crozier.
It's Chad Crozier and his equally French brother, Mario.
That's how you know they're fancy.
I don't remember.
We talked to them, we interviewed them, and I remember we got a lot of texts. These were great from people saying, you know what? I can't hate them anymore. They were such nice guys. They really were. And they're very open about the hatred towards them, and you can tell they're kind of hurt and a little confused, but they've got a good sense of humor about it.
The interview you're referencing was one of my favorites.
That's probably one of my favorites, too.
And I also like listening to the band. I like their live show. I also had a chance to meet them once or twice. And you know what it is about Nickelback, Josh?
What's that?
Because they humble.
Yep.
So the search and rescue folks who stumbled upon this camper who was singing Nickelback out loud, and everyone thought maybe he was dying alone in the woods. The search and rescue folks made a joke on social media for everyone to enjoy. They posted, "Remember, our services are always free, and the money you save could be spent on singing lessons." Yeah, I like Nickelback, and like Josh was saying, for a while there, it was trendy to hate them.
So weird.
I wonder if this guy who was singing Nickelback in the woods all by himself, I wonder if he has those douchebag friends that think it's still cool to hate Nickelback. They finally just snapped and said, listen, if you're going to sing Nickelback, get your ass in the woods.
Go out there and do it alone.
If you heard me screaming in the woods, you know it's because I saw a spider. Or I walked through a spider web. Something like that.
I hate that.
You know, just the hip people, the supposedly hip people who thought they had the power to decide what's cool and what's not cool. They were mad at Nickelback because Nickelback was selling out arenas all over the world, and the hip people's favorite bands couldn't get arrested. That's what started, in my opinion, the worldwide trend to turn on and hate Nickelback.
Oh, it was their popularity, too. You're right. You're 100% right. They were huge.
It brings up
the documentary kind of mentions that.
Yeah, they were very big.
And if you don't like Nickelback, I mean, I see what you're saying in a way, but watch them live. There's certain bands like that where I didn't care for, and I saw them live, and I've completely changed my mind. Papa Roach, one of those. When I saw them live, I became a fan. Avenged Sevenfold, I liked them both ways. That's another band that's incredible, but I digress.
I've told you before, as a young kid, I always thought, Night Ranger's got a couple of decent songs. You got your Don't Tell Me You Love Me. You got your You Can Still Rock It. You got your Sister. You got the Sing Me. You got the Don't Close Your...
That's funny. Yeah, they suck except for this. You know, it's like a bit we were doing off air today about the jerk. I don't need anything except this ash.
Josh was going to walk out on me before the show started, and he said, I don't need you. I don't need anything aside from this stapler and my pen. All I need is my stapler and my pen, and that's it. I don't need anything else, but I need this.
Yeah, it was
my
different.
Water bottle.
Nick actually said, you don't need me. And I said, I do. You're the only thing I need.
Yeah.
Oh, and this ashtray.
Yeah.
And this, and we kept going.
If you know the movie The Jerk, you understand the joke. I always thought Night Ranger was kind of a little too poppy for me, you know, being a young kid. And then I went to go see him live sometime in the early 90s. D in the Dirt. You're right. There are bands that you got to see live. But anyway.
But Brad Gillis, man. I mean, that's got to be a big part of it for you,
Well,
right?
you know, I was a dick to him at Medina Ballroom.
But you recognize the genius of his guitar
Well, of
playing.
course,
Yeah.
of course. He's one of the greatest guitar players to ever pick the damn instrument up and
Totally
plug it
agree.
into an amplifier, which was electrified by an outlet. And
Yeah.
But it brings
Which
up
was powered by a dam.
a dam somewhere in...
Nowadays, maybe some solar panels, but go on.
The hatred for Nickelback brings up one of my favorite sayings. And that saying involves the mighty and legendary Van Halen. The 1978 to 1985 version of Van Halen, specifically is how you say it. No offense, Sammy Hagar fans, but the original Van Halen was truly groundbreaking in every way. Sammy's stuff was good, but there is no comparison. Anyway, so here's the saying, and I hope it pisses some people off. Old Van Halen will always be there to remind you of how much your favorite band sucks. Sucks.
Your friendly neighborhood garbage man, Jesus, says, I don't hate Nickelback. I just find them shallow and pedantic. Sure. People feel that way.
Great. Now we've got people sending in lines from the jerk, and it's going to keep me occupied. It's going to keep me occupied all morning long. Naven R. Johnson. Sounds like a typical bastard. Oh, that's great. Now I'm in trouble. You look so beautiful and peaceful. You almost look dead. And I'm glad, because there's something I want to say that's always been very difficult for me to say. I slit the sheet I slit, and on the slitted sheet I sit. There, I've never been relaxed around anyone to say that. All right, what were we talking about?
Oh, people texted in, he hates these cans.
Hates the cans.
Oh, I remember as a kid laughing my ass off at that scene.
Mm-hmm.
Love Wisco Sheezes just punched her radio. Out of admiration for the musicianship, or for what reason? Get back to us.
Doesn't make any
sense.
sense.
Loves Wisco Sheezes.
What the hell is this now? Let me see if I can deliver this properly. And this is for all you tattoo enthusiasts. A 20-year-old kid over there in China. Effing China. It says here he had a cross tattooed on his neck. Are you following this so far, Ashley?
Yeah.
He had a cross tattooed on his neck. And then the tattoo vanished. And then the flesh on his neck started dying.
Ugh.
And the whole situation damn near killed this kid dead. Had a cross tattooed on his neck. Then it was gone. And then his neck began to die. So either this sumbitch was tattooed by the dirtiest needle in all of China.
Yeah.
Or he's the damned Antichrist. But I'll keep going here. Maybe we can find out what gives. This one made the medical books. After about 5 months, the cross tattoo faded away. And his neck turned into China's largest irritated zit times 1 million.
Oh, man.
I'm telling you.
Be a little freaked out?
Would I be a little freaked out?
I mean, aside from the obvious, but I mean, the fact that it was a cross, I mean, wouldn't that would cross your mind too?
I suppose, for a split second. And I'm telling you, the pictures going around of what this kid's effing neck looked like, it is brutal.
Oh, is it going to make me... Is it going to make me throw up?
You've never seen anything like it. His neck turned a color that I can't even describe. You have to see it to even begin to understand how ugly and awful that... Whatever that growth was, let me just say this. If you're the new guy, get ready to head on over to the corner of the room and puke your guts up. It is terrible. So, doctors took a look. Even though the cross was tattooed in red, doctors couldn't find any sign of the red ink. And what was left there was described by the doctors as a, quote, crusty, bleeding, necrotic ulcer. The dude's neck swelled up to beat hell. There were clots in his jugular veins on both sides of it. That's not good.
Dude, this is why you go to a trusted tattoo artist. Oh, that's bad. That's... I want to pick it.
Is it up on our website?
No, but I can put it up there.
You want to pick
if anybody
at it?
wants to see it. Yeah.
Just your fingernail kind of scratch at it?
Yeah, I'm a scab picker. Ugh.
Oh, are you really?
Yes, so bad.
The infection this tattoo caused was so bad. I mean, they don't make any comment about the quality of the shop he went to or anything. This was just a freak deal. This wasn't because he went to some roadside tattoo shop with a bunch of junkies or something.
I wonder if he didn't take care of it properly.
Nah, there's nothing in here about that. See, you want that to be the answer, don't you?
Yeah.
There's nothing that was done wrong. This was just a freak reaction. So the tattoo infection was so bad, doctors had to more or less cut this kid's neck completely out and rebuild the whole works with flesh from his thighs and his ass cheeks.
Oh, man.
Butt neck.
The doctors couldn't really explain. They said abnormal immune response, this, cell clumping, that. But the deal is, red organic dyes and heavy metals that can be found in some tattoo ink has caused this kind of thing before. When it was all over, doctors told the kid to maybe put a lid on any future tattoos, and the kid said, cool.
Yeah, his body does not like them.
Someone here texted in said that there's people allergic to red ink. I had never heard that before.
Oh.
Ashley, do you have any colored tattoos?
No color.
But I'm telling you, that is one of the most horrific pictures I've ever seen on the internet of a medical issue. Check it out on our website. Ashley can holler at us.
Yeah, I put a warning. I said, warning, very gross.
It looked like, Josh, somebody had a cigar about the size of a baseball bat, right? The fat end of a baseball bat, and they put it out on his neck.
Oh, I bet that just...
That's what it looked like.
Yeah, pretty gross, man.
Do you ask for your money back?
If you got the balls, go ahead. All right, maybe you'll like this one. In Arizona, a bat flew into a lady's yapper.
Bats are so cool.
I've been attacked by a bat once. Luckily, it didn't make it into my mouth.
A bat flew into a lady's mouth, and it even flew around in her mouth for a few seconds.
What?
Because she couldn't, that kind of a thing. It was rattling around in her teeth.
Oh, I would not be able to recover from that.
I know, Nick, you've had the same thing where bats used to get into your house. We had and we had a chimney, and that's where they would come in from. Did you guys, Dana or Ashley, did you ever have that happen?
Didn't have a fireplace.
Yeah, we didn't either. I don't remember how the bat got
okay.
I don't remember how it got into the house, but it got into the house.
We'd see them flying around sometimes in our backyard, but yeah, never inside the house, thank God. I think my mom, if she ever found something like that, the house would be up for sale the next day.
Oh, really?
She just burns it down.
Yeah, we get some in our backyard. My wife's kind of the same way.
Now, bats are filthy little bastards from what I understand, so that might make you awful sick to have a bat flying around in your yap.
Oh, yeah.
Well, don't you got to go get those really painful shots?
Rabies shots?
Yeah.
Yeah, like directly in your belly button.
I've heard those are just awful. Like, you'd almost rather just take your chances on getting rabies.
Oh, yeah, my daughter had to go through those.
Oh.
It's miserable.
The gist of this here story isn't that this lady got sick from bat turds in her mouth or anything like that. It's about how the lady got folded in half by her medical bills. $21,000 F me running dollars. Here's what happened. Erica is the gal's name. She lives in Massachusetts. She's on vacation in Arizona. She was effing around at a national park or something silly like that. A bat flew into her mouth hole. It took her by surprise. The bat even flopped around in her yap for 5 to 10 seconds before she was able to spit the sumbitch out. 5 to 10 seconds. That's a long time.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah. If you've ever ran on a treadmill, you know, that's a long time.
I have never run on a treadmill.
Why is that when you're on a treadmill and you're like, okay, 10 seconds left, it takes forever?
Oh, it's the worst feeling.
So bad. Have you ever tried to, like, cover up the time and then you check the time?
Oh, that's what I always do.
It still doesn't go by faster.
You got to read. That makes it go by fast.
That's smart. Actually, you know what I do, Josh? I watch Netflix.
Oh, I'm sure that helps.
But reading's a good idea.
So the gal was told to go get looked at, just in case the bat squirted some rabies in there for her. She did, but then some insurance snafu came back to screw her sideways, and now she's staring down the barrel of a $21,000 doctor bill. That's a real pisser. And this poor Erica gal, she ain't got no job. She got fired on her day off. Her workplace said they got her on video stealing boxes. And her friend said, what, are you trying to build a clubhouse? What movie, Friday? So, you know, her life sucks. A bat dove smooth into her dome giver.
Just the odds of something like that. I mean, you got to be thinking, how the hell did this happen? Why did this have to happen to me?
Why me?
And it's rattling around.
Yeah.
Drumming its wings on her tongue and whatnot.
Going back to the jerk, Hugh Jorgen, Jesus texted in and said he just found out what his special purpose was for.
Oh, man.
That's
it's a special day in any man's life.
Any man's life when you find that.
Special purpose. I never had any kind of a critter in my yap. I did eat worms once on accident. Big, fat, juicy army worms. The ones that pop when you bite into them.
Yeah, I've eaten a worm and then swallowed a minnow. That's about it, though. That's about if they're weird
purpose?
live thing. Yeah, both times.
This
the
is
worm
dare?
I got, yeah.
Yeah, there are ice fishermen who play that bit now and again. Like, if you're going to be part of our crew, you've got to swallow a... No.
That's exactly why I
It's
ate
not
one.
going to happen.
Well, because they were like
I'll go sit
acting
on
like that, like it was a big deal. And I was like, I don't care. Just give me one. I'll do it. Shut up.
Yeah, I'm not swallowing them. I'll go sit in a bucket. I'm outside your house now. I'm no longer part of your crew.
But the worm was when I was a kiddo. My older brother and his buddy got me to eat it. I think I got like $5 $5 for that.
Hey, as a kid, that's a lot of money.
I mostly just wanted to look cool in front of him.
Mine was an accident. This was the summer of '88, way up north. Some of you might remember what a dry, brutally hot summer that was. And the army worms took over northern Minnesota. They were on every building. You could hear them just devouring trees late at night. Snowplows had to be used on some roads because the army worms took over parts of northern Minnesota. So they're all over my dad's fishing shack. I had a bag of Doritos out by the campfire. I'm windmilling those into my yap. I didn't know some of the worms had gotten in there. And I mean, curse splash. When I bit into that fat bitch, just worm insides. I
never bit down, man.
It kind of killed the Cool Ranch flavor. I have to admit that it negated the Cool Ranch.
Oh, that's sad.
Boy, I haven't had Cool Ranch in a long time.
What?
It's good stuff.
All right, are you ready? In a place called Soda Springs, Idaho. Let's see if we can set a record time here. Get ready. Shout out your answer. Someone called the police to report a dead body in a river, but it wasn't a dead body. It was a what?
Sex doll.
That's right, F-doll. Same song and dance all over again. The cops got out the drones, the all-terrain vehicles, the dogs, the underwater rescue team, the National Guard, a psychic, that little bitch Harry Stamper, and his crew of oil drilling ball bat. They called everybody in to help out, and again, it was just a bored-out F-doll floating in the river. One of the cops referred to it as a, quote, companion doll.
Is this a bit at this point?
I don't know, but I'm burned out on it.
First couple times, it probably was just somebody trying to get rid of it, but it seems that it's happening so often.
Yeah,
it's getting out of
Since
control.
the story, I already saw another one, so I'm kind of wondering if this is the clown bit just with sex dolls.
Sure. It's possible. The cops also said if they ever find out who threw the doll in the river, that individual will be charged with littering. Oh, shut up. Oh, my God. Hot Cocoa Jesus has texted in with a terribly sad story. As a kid in northern Minnesota, the army worms killed her pet bunny.
Oh. That's awful. I'm
They
so sorry.
ate her bunny alive.
I wouldn't think they could do something.
No, what in the world?
Well, they're capable of anything, army worms. Don't leave a small dog, a bunny, a cat, a child. Don't leave them around. I'm kidding. I've never heard of anything like that before also. That sounds terrible.
Was the bunny already dead? What?
Text her. They crawled into her eyes. Always the eyes, like a doll's eyes. She's got lifeless eyes.
Oh, did you know that they become they practice cannibalism?
Who?
Army worms?
Bunnies do?
Army worms.
Army worms. Give her a call. Ask her what happened.
Yeah, I need more details on this.
All right. I'm not sure who comes up with this jibber jabber. But it's not my job to figure it out. I'm just the guy who dumps the info on you, and then it becomes your problem. Go wherever you want with this here. Apparently, there's a hot new kink picking up steam, specifically with us. And when I say us, I mean Americans. A hot new kink, and it's a beach ball.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying. You're saying, okay, here we go. According to a new report by a porn website called Clips for Sale, when you gross masturbators flip on a porn website and search for a movie to ravage your body with, you've been looking up movies where people are blowing up beach balls. The folks at Clips for Sale also say that Americans are jacking and or jilling it to movies with scuba gear or pool floaties. They say it's a whole summer gimmick that we've got going. You know what else they're saying, Josh? You know what else they're accusing us of?
What's that?
They're saying we like movies with sweat. Ooh, sweat.
No, thank you. To all of that, all the above.
Even
Swimming.
as a prolific sweater yourself?
Yeah, it would just stress me out.
Yeah, you don't want to see it.
Yeah, exactly.
It would make you start to sweat, Ashley.
I don't think that.
Everything makes Ashley start to.
Yeah, let's be real. I don't think that somebody blowing up a beach ball would be attractive in any way. I mean, have they ever seen somebody actually do it? Because it is not pretty when I try to blow up like one of those inflatable things.
It can be exhausting.
I'm struggling the whole time. Your face gets all red. You start sweating.
You start to think, this is how I'm going to die.
Like, you start to think, do I even know how to breathe? What's happening?
Swimming, too. We apparently like it when there's swimming happening in a porno movie.
Weird.
I'm not buying any of this. None at all. But let's just keep going. Let's go ahead anyway. Overall, I think this is what they're saying. Not that it matters, but overall, here in the United States of America, okay, so lately they say you perverts are watching porno movies and you're looking up beach balls and, what did I say? I'll get there. Beach balls, scuba gear, pool floaties, swimming, and sweat. Also, our favorite kinks go this way. Our favorite kinky movies involve giantess. That's where a big 2-story tall woman picks up a scrawny dude or a tiny little gal and sits on her head until they lose consciousness. That's giantess. We're also into vor. Now, that's literally eating somebody or being eaten. We also
I saw that in a show once, and I stopped watching the show. And he was eaten by a goddess's vagina.
Oh.
I decided maybe this isn't a show for me.
Like a pack of army worms on a bunny.
Pretty much.
Here we go. We also like chastity. The chastity belt routine, I think is what they mean by that.
What?
Yeah. Ball busting, where some gal stands on your nuts.
Ow.
Until you vomit.
Yeah, I don't understand the whole testicle torture thing. Who's that for? Like, if you're watching that, like somebody that wants to have it done, or
Yeah,
are you
usually
a
the
lady?
man in the situation.
Oh, it's not the woman going, yeah, I want to crush some nuts. Nothing like that.
Pegging!
Who made this list?
The people at Clips for Sale.
They sell
What
clips,
do
so they
got
know these
going
things.
on?
Actually.
Yeah, do they only sell weird clips, though? It doesn't sound like there's anything normal in there.
I was at a strip joint once with my broskies, and a stripper walked up to Lanahan out of nowhere. He'd never seen her before. My bro Lanahan, you guys have met him.
Yep.
Stripper walked up to Lanahan. He'd never met her before, and she said, "You like to get pegged, don't you?"
Out of everyone.
And Lanahan said, "Excuse me?"
Did he know what it was?
No. And she said, "You enjoy being pegged." And he said, I apologize, but I don't know what it is that you mean. And she said, "Yeah, you do." Yeah, you do.
I didn't know what it meant.
You know what it is, and you like it. And Lanahan said, "I'm telling you the God's honest truth that I do not know what you mean." And she said, "Don't play with me. You little bitch. You're just a little bitch who likes to get pegged." And so this ongoing argument happened for a good 5. And Lanahan's saying, "I promise you on the life of my mother, I do not know." And she said, "Yes, you do."
Just looked like the pegging type.
Yeah,
Yeah, I wouldn't like that.
We were very entertained by this. Everyone else at the table was very entertained by this.
I thought pegging was a completely different thing.
Oh, Jesus.
I thought that was the gentleman providing a service to a lady. But boy, was I wrong.
I remember when I found out.
Well, did you think it was the same thing as I did?
I didn't have time to think, Josh. You know how we do, Josh. You know how it goes. Sometimes you and your brother are just walking around a porn shop together, right?
Yeah.
So one evening, my brother and I found ourselves at a porn shop, and we're walking around. I'm in the DVD section. This is, 10 years ago. I'm in the DVD section. My brother's in the VHS section, which was much smaller.
Yeah, I bet.
Much smaller, because he doesn't have anything that was built beyond 1980 in his home. So my brother's in the VHS section. I'm over in the DVDs. He comes over my way. And we both saw a movie. And it said, this, that, pegging. And I said, what the hell is pegging? And he said, I don't know. And then I grabbed the movie, and we both went, ah!
That's such a crazy way to find out.
And we called our dad over. We said, Dad, get over here. You got to see this.
Bring Mom, too.
We worked with a lady whose husband was into it, but she never called it that. I never knew that's what it was.
I was
embarrassed in front of some friends.
I learned about it from a show on Comedy Central about 10 years ago. Broad City.
How did they use that?
The two main characters, it was their goal. They were kind of having a competition to see which of the two of them could find a guy to let them peg them first. It was like a challenge.
It seems like it was such like a big moment in all of your guys' lives, but I have no clue when I learned about it.
Hold on, say that again, Dana?
The two best friends, the two main characters, they were having a contest to see who could peg a guy first.
I've been there.
Oh. Who won?
I don't recall. Not the guys.
A television program played this out for you, huh?
Yeah, on Comedy Central.
I'll be dipped.
Sports on the 93X Half-Assed Morning Show.
And a high fly ball to deep left field, way back there, and the Phillies have taken the lead. The first hit in a Phillies uniform for Harrison Bader is a home run.
What does it say here now? 2 days, 9 hours, 39 minutes, and 49 seconds until Jalen Hurts' birthday.
It's exciting stuff.
We should do something for. We tried to get him on Cameo. He's not doing anything right now.
Oh, did someone call him and ask him to join us?
Yeah, we checked. Well, we checked. Tried to get a hold of him through Cameo and nothing.
I wonder if he knows.
But didn't we try through the Vikings?
I tried through the Eagles.
Okay. What'd they say?
We appreciate your interest in Mr. Hurts, but he's a very busy man, and we're not able to fulfill every request.
Even though he's got his number one fan here in Minnesota. 2 days.
Just rude, wow.
9 hours, 39 minutes, and 14 seconds until Jalen Hurts' birthday. I can't believe we're already down to 2 days. What was that? Harrison Bader hit a home run now playing for the Phillies?
Yeah, that's his first hit. He gets a home run.
Are we supposed to feel all bad about that now?
Oh, it was just we were desperate for sports audio today.
Not a lot happened last night.
No, it was Nick and I were talking about that before the show. I mean, completely desperate, so it was a bit of a stretch.
Harrison Bader, sure, he was playing here for the Twins for a stretch of time, wasn't he? He had a bubble on him, didn't he?
He did.
Yeah, he had a bubble. All right, so good for Harrison Bader. He moved on to the Phillies, and he's hitting home runs for him. Cool. The Twins lost the opener of that Tigers series last night. Final was 6-3. They might have had a shot. If they had a bullpen instead of a collection of junior varsity pitchers, for Christ's sake, it's just hilarious. It is. I mean, it's embarrassing what happened over there. And, I'm still going to watch the Twins. But they brought this kid out at one point last night, Noah Davis. I know he'd made a couple appearances already for the Twins before last night, but you could tell on the look. You could tell by the look on his face last night when he came into the Tigers series. He was thinking, "I'm not built for this. What am I doing out here? What happened to the rest of the bullpen? What happened to the varsity guys? This Noah. Why am I out here?" And he got bombed. Okay, Randy Shaver will be friggin' joining us in about a half hour, and we can go bananas. Absolutely mental on all this garbage.
Glen Perkins, too.
Glen Perkins as well.
I keep forgetting about friggin' Glen Perkins. Yeah, Glenn will be here. I even wrote it down. I forgot. Josh's News is coming up next.
The 93X Half-Assed Morning Show.
Hey friends, Dana here. And yeah, sure, we got plenty of summer left, but we all know what comes next when the weather shifts from crotch soup season to frozen shriveled peas season. That's why I love my pals at Standard Heating and Air Conditioning. It's the perfect time to get them out and take a peek at both your AC and your furnace. Book your AC tune-up by August 21st and save $45 or save $90 when you bundle both. It's the early bird deal and it's the way to go for peace of mind on both ends. Go to standardheating.com and make sure to mention 93X when you book.
Former U.S. Navy SEAL Sean Ryan captures real stories about sacrifice and strength.
Looking back, what would you tell your 10-year-old self?
Just hold on. The amount of times that this man is threatened to shoot me.
There's a saying, there's no atheists in a foxhole.
That's what I hear.
Uncovering truth with the heroes who live to tell it.
You had a guardian angel.
I did.
Why did you think that?
So many things happened that I just come out okay.
The Sean Ryan Show.
Go ahead, pull that trigger. You ready?
I'm ready, brother.
Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
93X Half-Assed Morning Show.
Put it in reverse, Terry. Put it in reverse.
93X rocks.
Oh, Lord, please.
93X.
Scott, congratulations, the new principal of Lato High School.
And now the former principal of Lato High School.
Lato.
Just weeks after climbing the academic ladder to become principal, Tampa's Scott Hazlitt took an unexpected detour straight into the courtroom.
Disappointed, really disappointed. You have this man who should have known a whole lot better, who should have been teaching his students to be responsible, not to be reckless, not to do these things.
The 40-year-old was pulled over shortly after 1 a.m. Saturday for speeding and ended up giving officers an impromptu chemistry lesson. Authorities say Hazlitt showed several signs of impairment and flunked a field sobriety test.
I am thankful, and he should be thankful, that police stopped him before he killed someone.
When they searched his car, they discovered multiple plastic bags in the center console, one containing a white powdery substance that later tested positive for cocaine. The district had to release a statement, apparently via Cyborg.
We take this matter seriously, and as a result of the charges, he has been placed on administrative leave.
Is that AI?
That had to be AI.
Hazlitt
That sounds like the dude who used to give us the severe weather updates when we were kids, didn't it, Josh?
Sounds just like it. Yeah. When the TV would do the announcement, this is a test. That type of thing.
Yeah.
Hazlitt had just been promoted to principal last month.
Principal of a grade school?
High school.
He was celebrating.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Got a bag full of booger sugar and the whole works, huh?
A 28-year-old Texas deputy is under internal investigation after a TikTok she posted went viral, then vanished faster than donuts in a police department break room. In the now-deleted clip, the deputy flirted with the fine line of law and lust, joking she'd be handing out tickets if she didn't get what she really wanted before her shift. And what she wanted before her shift was the shaft.
When you're professional, you talk a certain way. You carry yourself a certain way when you're in your work clothes. That's what you do outside of work. That's cool, but in work, you don't want to, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think she should have did that.
No, I agree. She shouldn't have did that because she's in some big trouble.
Well, what did she do?
Oh, she wanted some copulation compensation, a little coitus maximus, intercorso romantico, some good old-fashioned thrustus without interruptus. She wanted sex before her shift.
And she made this clear on
TikTok.
TikTok.
I didn't get cracked last night, so everyone's getting a ticket, read the caption as the uniformed officer scribbled on a notepad writing out a fake ticket.
You gonna write me some tickets because you ain't get cracked? It's crazy, but hey, it's society and the world we living in right now.
I've never heard that guy.
That's a dude on the street.
Sounds pretty cool.
To be specific, a neighbor. I didn't mean like a homeless person. But yeah, he's just one of the neighbors that lives in the area. A lot of people are disappointed in her actions. I'd never heard the term getting cracked as in I had sex.
No, that's the first time for me as well.
I've heard people say, I cracked off.
Cracked one off.
Yeah, cracked another off.
Busted one loose.
I think he is abbreviating getting cracked open.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez, that's what that means.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I figured that on my own.
Oh, no, I never added the open. You guys are sick. Oh, that's so different. Oh, that's vile.
You're really struggling with this.
That's awful.
Yeah, I'm so glad You learned that for the first time now.
Well, what did you think, Josh? You meant knuckles?
Well, just cracked. No, I didn't think it really meant anything. Just a term. Just cracked.
It is.
Like laid. I don't even really get it. Just laid. It's just a term.
I had never heard that one afore this morning either. I don't know if it'll catch on for me personally, but I'll give it a shot.
From, let's see, any time before 7 a.m., and from when I was born in 1975, that was Josh B.C. Before cracked open.
That one really threw you. Almost fell out of your chair, Josh.
Oh, I almost barfed. But I'm a prude. She blurred parts of her uniform, but left her name tag clearly visible. The Post hinted at frustrations with her personal life and made waves, but not just in the sheets. That post sparked backlash almost immediately.
I think it's real inappropriate and disrespectful.
It's very unprofessional, you know what I'm saying? Like, you shouldn't be doing nothing like that. It's unprofessional.
Now Internal Affairs is poking around, but not in the way she might have hoped.
Our administration is aware, and Internal Affairs has opened an investigation. We have no other comment at this time.
The horny cop posts a lot about being a cop on TikTok, including get ready with me videos of her putting on makeup before grabbing her uniform, her gun, and utility belt from her closet. Some residents weren't amused, calling her posts unprofessional. However, others were flooding her posts, begging her to arrest them. Police departments across the country are figuring out how to deal with officers' social media activity, especially when their posts include uniforms or badges.
Huh. I guess I'm surprised this has become such a storm.
I mean, I can see...
She's not naked or anything.
The fact that she's saying, hey, I didn't get laid last night, so everybody's getting a ticket, that's primarily what's causing the attention. Then they've gone back and checked out some of her other stuff.
Okay. I don't understand people anymore, so...
A 26-year-old cop in North Carolina is facing criminal charges after threatening her neighbor and saying she was going to, quote, F her up and expose personal information because she's the police. The officer, Jasmine Featherstone, was off duty at the time. She works for the Charlotte Mecklenburg Police Department.
What was the name again?
Jasmine Featherstone?
Jasmine Featherstone. Doesn't that sound like somebody Ron Burgundy would do news with? Or she sounds gorgeous.
Yeah, Veronica Cornerstone.
That is a very pretty name. Yeah. That's a very pretty name.
According to reports, she confronted the woman about 7 p.m. last Tuesday over a dispute over mail. When the fight with the Featherstones rolled downhill, at some point during the argument, a family member of Featherstones pulled a gun on the neighbor, hinting at the imminent arrival of air-mailed hot lead. In the affidavit, the neighbor said that Featherstone said she'd F her up and threatened to spill personal details because she's the police. She also said Featherstone accused her of mail theft, threatened to sue her, and generally acted in a way she described as menacing. All unprovoked, the neighbor said. According to the victim, Featherstone was acting at her mother's urging. The two had accused her of trespassing during a disagreement over a mailbox post. I attempted to erect a mailbox post on the right-of-way, she explained, but the Featherstones disagreed, Featherstoning her assertion. CMPD Chief Johnny Jennings called the charge against Featherstone concerning.
Old balls. Gross.
Oh, no, that's the wrong clip.
No, that was the right clip.
No, that's the wrong one. That's a little foreshadowing to story coming up.
In a statement, Chief Jennings said, quote, the criminal charge filed against Officer Featherstone is concerning. Our department holds all officers to the highest standards of conduct on and off duty.
Featherstone's mom was present when the threats were made, according to the affidavit, though it's unclear whether she was the one who pointed the firearm.
That sounds kind of messy.
Yeah, they are investigating, as this case was just cracked open. My God. A 56-year-old Missouri woman admitted to setting fire to a family home to keep her sibling from making any money off its sale. Cheryl Gibson, embroiled in a heated feud over their late father's house, apparently decided negotiations were overrated. Instead, she chose the scorched earth approach last week. Before striking the match, she helpfully warned her sibling. She flat out said she planned to burn the place down. Earlier that day, she called her sibling's husband looking for help until the sibling jumped onto the conversation, which, judging by what followed, was not well received. And in a brilliant move, about an hour before the fire, she called 911 herself, actually, to ask how to get a burn permit for a house.
What?
Roughly an hour later, she followed through, pouring gasoline throughout the home and setting it on fire with a book of matches, again, to make sure her sibling wouldn't profit. She then called 911 once more, this time to report the fire she had just started. She didn't flee, didn't deny it, and according to police, didn't regret it. In the recorded call, she calmly confessed to everything, then casually waited for emergency crews to arrive.
At least she warned her, I guess. That's an upside.
Yeah, maybe they'll take that into account.
Like, hey, I don't want you to die, but I don't want you getting any of this money.
That is a crazy lady.
Yeah, she's got a temper, to say the least. According to the Edina Police Department, 3 people were arrested late Friday night following a break-in at a library. Officers responded to a burglary in progress at the Southdale Library about 10:42 p.m. About 15 minutes later, the area was secured. All 3 people, who are presumably big readers, were taken into custody. Police say the suspects, a 41-year-old woman, a 38-year-old woman, and a 35-year-old man, were all arrested. Following the library break-in, the late-night literature lovers were brought to the department and booked.
Dude.
We don't know yet how the story ends, as the investigation is still ongoing.
What the hell?
Libraries are struggling enough as it is. You don't need to be doing that.
What did they want in there?
I don't know. I mean,
computers or something? Some technology?
Could be. I mean, late at night, you break into a library, you're going to masturbate and use free internet. But in this case, they wanted to steal some stuff. A 33-year-old Ohio oddball was hauled off to the Huskow July 27th after he confronted 3 boys outside a recreation center and challenged them to a fight out of nowhere. Police responded to the scene about midnight. The boys, ages 17, 16, and 15, told police they'd been riding their bikes when the man, who was walking in the same direction, suddenly approached them and tried to turn a fun night into a Fight Club playground edition. Following the fisticuffs invitation, he reached behind his back and pulled out an 8-inch metal rod.
Oh, no.
Details of what provoked the steel-wielding showdown weren't included in the initial report. Meanwhile, in Nebraska, a 65-year-old man opted of a rod of his own, of the fleshy variety, though, living up to his last name when police found him trouser-less and tweaking in a public park bathroom. Officers responded about 10 a.m. last Thursday, and discovered Edward Sinner sitting on the bathroom floor with a generous presentation of silver pube genitalia, as well as a bag of meth within arm's reach.
Noises!
And that's the wrong clip. Nothing's working for me today.
Balls. Gross.
That's the one I wanted.
Man.
There must have been quite a bit of sinning going on, because next to him, police found a small collection of items they described as being used for sexual gratification.
Oh.
Unfortunately, they didn't say what it was.
Come on. You can't tease us like that.
So we don't know if it was the Tenga Easy Beat Egg Male Masturbator. No one said if it was the kitty carpet reusable downstairs toupee Merkin. They didn't clarify whether or not it was a Vulcan ripe anus rear entrance enthusiast pleaser. Or simply a faded, sticky, well-loved early 2000s Polaroid of Dana Wessel's frosted tips. Perhaps the grossest of all.
Without a doubt.
After running a background check, officers realized why Edward Sinner's last name isn't Saint. Their investigation revealed he had an active no trespass order for all Grand Island parks.
This guy sounds pretty disturbed right here.
Yeah, I mean, masturbating in a public park at 10 a.m.
When you're on meth, it doesn't matter what time of day it is.
Time stands still when you're on meth.
Yep.
Let's see. We'll go here.
What were you saying about a merkin?
You can buy a sex merkin.
That's like a fake bush, right?
Yeah. Specifically, it's called the Kitty Carpet Reusable Downstairs Toupee Merkin.
I suppose just, are you role-playing as someone from the 70s? Why would you purchase something like that?
I guess some people don't grow hair.
Oh.
Yeah.
So maybe it's for them.
They want it and they don't grow it.
Yeah, absolutely.
God help.
Feels a little bit more, I don't know, normal vibes maybe?
No, I just shuddered when I heard it, that's all. Shuddered a little bit.
I don't think you were the only one.
Yeah, I haven't heard Merkin in a while. But they didn't say if that's what it was.
Fake bush.
Tonight on HBO and HBO Max, Hard Knocks training camp with the Buffalo Bills. The 5-part series offers fans unprecedented access to training camp at St. John Fisher University as head coach Sean McDermott and MVP quarterback Josh Allen lead Buffalo's chase for a first Super Bowl title.
Never going to happen. Never, ever going to happen.
The NFL has revamped its rules as of last year around Hard Knocks. Nobody wants to be on it anymore.
Who changed the rules? What are the rules?
So previously, teams that made the playoffs within the previous 2 years could decline to participate, but no more. Such an opt-out is no longer an option.
They're making people do it.
Now they have to do it.
That's crazy.
Teams now ineligible for selection include those with first-year head coaches, those that have appeared on training camp versions of the show in the past 8 seasons, and those picked for the in-season version following on one division. So, yeah, I guess there's enough people that don't want to do it that the NFL said you have to do it.
That just doesn't seem right.
Well, hey, we're going to have all this camera crew follow you around everywhere in your house for the next couple weeks. And enjoy, boys.
Patrick Ewing is 63. Now it worked.
Patrick Ewing?
63. Marshawn the Brady Bunch, Maureen McCormick, 69 today.
I mean, just one of the most stunning creatures of all time, if you ask me.
Good luck to Papa Smurf Jesus on his first day solo in the laser department. Happy birthday to our thrice weekly sports and more guest, Brad Ryder. Ephemal Jesus text in a birthday wish to his smoking hot and sexy wife. Happy 29th birthday to I Wish My Mom Used Her Butt Jesus from his bestie. And that's 93X News.
What do you mean you wish your mom used her butt? What do you mean?
No, that's the gentleman who's getting the birthday wish from a different gentleman.
I'm not sure I'm following. So there's someone out there called I Wish My Mom Used My
Now,
her
here's
butt?
my guess. The friend made that name up for that person. That is my guess on that. And that's 93X News.
Need to know the source. I do.
And now a Minnesota Twins update. We're talking Twins with former All-Star closer, Glen Perkins.
Glen Perkins.
On 93X. Play ball!
Damage done! Please alert NASA! 2-run shot! An epic 5-3 lead!
An epic 5-3 lead?
Alert NASA?
Maybe they're just looking for something to talk about.
August 5th, a series between the Twins and Tigers. August.
And you took a Twins reliever deep.
and the word they used was epic. All right. I'll try to let it go. Here's Randy F. and Shaver. Hello, Randy.
Good morning.
What's going on, brother?
Not much. Can't wait to talk baseball.
You like to talk about just about any damn thing. She's a Tuesday, and that's when we do Jaw Jack baseball with former Twin Glen Perkins. He was a real pitcher, not like these junior varsity guys that the Twins are parading out to the bump these days. Good morning, Glenn.
Good morning, guys. And that Dan Dickerson call, he had a couple beauties last night. I re-listened to a couple of his. That ball that Kerry Carpenter hit was absolutely crushed. So I get the sentiment. It would made it a 5-3 game at August, but that ball was murdered. Like that ball's flat on one side.
It was a little dramatic for me. But
that I thought that ball was going to the second deck. I'm gonna be honest with you. The way it came off the bat, and it was it got ugly really quick. Much like last week when the trade deadline was approaching.
Is this the first time we've had a chance to? This is the first time we've had a chance to talk to you, Glenn, since the purge. By damn, we've all said our piece. You go right ahead with this. Last week was historically embarrassing. At least that's my opinion.
Yeah, I feel like it was probably the right thing to do, and I say that because as a fan, I know that it's a tough pill to swallow. But one of the things that I dislike the most about sports teams are the sports teams that hover in the middle, and it's my biggest beef with the Minnesota Wild is that they've been mediocre. They either just make the playoffs or barely miss the playoffs, and then they lose in the first round every year.
Yeah, I've seen that. We've seen that played out once or twice, sure.
once or twice, or I think like the last 8 times out of the 10 years they've made the playoffs. Now,
that's what I mean when I say once or twice. I mean 8 times.
I'm not going to crap on the Wild because the Twins traded away their entire team. But the collection of guys that they had wasn't working. And whatever happened around this time last year where they collapsed, they never recovered. And so the group that they had wasn't working. I think that they tried to unload salary to make the team easier to sell.
Right.
That's got to be my belief. That's not any information from people that I've talked to or anything like that. That's my own determination. I think the thing ultimately that will make all of it palatable for me is if they use that money, number one, to sign Joe Ryan. If the dominoes continue to fall this winter, then next year's going to be really, really difficult. If they trade Joe Ryan, then they're probably going to have to trade Pablo Lopez. I don't want them to go down that path. I think they have some. Yep. They have some guys here that are good players. They got some decent players back. I don't think anybody that they got back is going to be the next Cy Young winner or the next MVP. But they got some decent guys back. But there's players here, and there's guys in the minor leagues that are pretty dang close. And if they have the core of pitching, starting with Pablo and Joe for the foreseeable future, they have something there. Okay. And so I'm going to wait and see.
But none of the trades that they made kind of stand out as unnecessary. We talked about Varland and
that was the one. That's the one. And so we've seen Alan Roden, who was the outfielder that they got in that deal, and then the other guy. Rojas is a pitcher down in AAA, and I'm gonna be honest with you, everybody that I've talked to, and Justin Morneau is plugged into Canada, and he said everybody up there said that guy's really nasty.
The Rojas kid.
Well, yes, we'll see how it all plays out.
Henry Rojas, yes, a left-handed pitcher, yeah.
Yep. The Louis one, and I think that struck a different nerve for me because I've become close with him and really loved the journey that he's been on, and there's so many similarities between what I did and what he was doing, and that was a tough pill to swallow for me.
Yeah, for a lot of us.
Yeah, and on more of a personal level, I think, and there's all the things. He was controllable for a bunch of years, all that. I understand that. But a Minnesota kid that got to live out his dream playing for the Twins got that taken away from him. That really sucks. And that never happened to me. And I could imagine how devastated I would have been had that been me. And so I feel terrible for him. I really do. And I'm sad for him and his family. I know how much my family enjoyed being able to watch me play at the Metrodome and play at Target Field, and how frequently they came to games, and how cool that was for them. And so that doesn't get to happen anymore for Louis, which really sucks.
Yeah, it was a hell of a deal for a few different reasons, and Twins fans are pretty upset. I mean, so what message would you give Twins fans this morning, Glen Perkins, to make them feel something other than anger and frustration over what we saw a few days ago?
I think they have every right to be angry and frustrated. And I've said this before. I've been a fan of the Minnesota Twins longer than I was a player, and I'm still a fan. I was a fan of the team when I played. I was never able to get to really separate the two. Being a kid in Minnesota that grew up watching them, I've been a fan my entire life, through my playing career, through my broadcasting career here. I'm still a fan. They have every right to be upset and angry and all of those things. I get it. I think the reset button was the right thing to do. It sucks in the short term. This team wasn't going to go to the playoffs this year anyway.
Most likely not.
Does it really matter who was here or not? I know that fans become attached to players and like to watch those players play. I think by and large, the guys that they traded, they should have. I think all of those expiring contracts, I think getting rid of the Correa contract, he's on the wrong side of 30.
Right.
His fielding numbers are okay. He stopped hitting. That contract wasn't going to get better. And I know that there's stars bring players out. I know that Joan Duran had the best entrance in baseball, and that was a heck of an atmosphere the times that he got to close games at Target Field. And so that sucks for a lot of fans. I know Corey Probus' son, where every time he would come to a game, wore Duran's jersey, and that way he has his entrance music is his ringtone on his cell phone. Like,
that's awesome.
I get all those things, and so yeah, I mean, fans have every right to be upset and angry and all of those things. There's a community attachment to the Minnesota Twins, and the identity of the team changed drastically, and it sucks. It does.
We all understand the idea of hitting the reset button because you're right.
Yeah.
This team wasn't thrilling anybody in town. It just seemed to a lot of us that they hit that reset button maybe a little harder than they had to.
I feel like ripping the Band-Aid off is going to make it more palatable come opening day next year.
Okay. And of course, Randy Shaver,
I think to try something different.
Randy Shaver, I think you said this a couple of days ago. What's going to make Twins fans happy is when this team is finally sold, and then, of course, your hope is that the new owner wants to be aggressive and spend.
I mean, you're hoping a baseball-style Ziggy Wilf will walk in the door and be willing to spend money. Baseball's a lot different than the NFL. It's based more on your regional broadcast rights than it is national, so it's a lot different. But, just somebody that's going to invest in the club, invest in the team. There was that golden opportunity after they won that playoff series for there to be excitement here. And
is there going to be a parade when the Pohlads sell this baseball team? Will someone host a parade down the streets of Minneapolis?
I texted a friend that whoever ends up buying this team is going to be the most popular person in Minnesota.
100%.
And that's exactly what Glenn Taylor was when he bought the Timberwolves from Harv and Marv. And that's, the Wilfs have turned into that after we've watched them invest in what they're doing.
We all loved Norm Green there for a stretch of time, didn't we? Oh, we love to see Norm strolling the aisles of the old Met Center.
I'm curious, Glenn, what you think of Taj Bradley, what you think of the Abel kid. As pitchers, we've had a chance to see them a little bit in the major leagues. What do you think a change of scenery does for two guys like that?
I think Taj Bradley has had a lot of success and some pretty high-level success. I think anytime you can trade a reliever for a guy that you are pretty confident is going to be a starter in the big leagues, I think is a good thing. And I think it's important to keep some perspective on how Griffin Jax came to be, how Joan Duran came to be, how Louis Varland came to be. They're all guys. Varland and Jax started in the big leagues. They were failed starters that they moved to the bullpen. Duran was a minor league starter that they traded Eduardo Escobar for. He was a starter in the minor leagues, just threw hard. All of those guys failed starters that they put in the bullpen and their stuff ticked up. Bullpen guys are the easiest thing to build to find, right? And so I think if you can turn those into guys that can throw 150 or 175, maybe 200 innings, we don't see those guys much anymore. But if you can turn bullpen guys into starters, it's a pretty good recipe for rebuilding a team quickly. And there's guys here that are going to be able to replace them. And some of those guys are probably already relievers. They may be relievers in the minor leagues. There's other guys that are starters in our organization that are going to end up in the bullpen and have a good chance to be what those guys were. So I think trading from the bullpen to fortify the rest of your roster is a good plan. And if you're trying to rebuild on the fly, that's probably the way to do it. I don't have a problem with that. I think Griffin Jax didn't want to be here. He made that clear leading into the trade deadline that he wanted to go somewhere else. So what are you going to do? They found a good trade partner and got a pitcher that's had some success, and I think that the Twins feel like they can get more out of him. So he's going to be here at some point. I know they wanted to get more athletic, so that was getting Outman from the Dodgers for Brock Stewart. They wanted to be younger. They want to be more athletic, all of those things. And I think that they accomplished those goals. I do feel like it's just, I didn't want to come on here and we always feel like we're talking about the next wave of prospects and the future. And it's so raw right now that I hate being that guy that's trying to sell the next wave of players. But I think they got some guys that are going to be a part of this team. And they have more guys in the minor league. Luke Keeshaw's coming back today. He was so fun to watch for the 8 games that he played early in the season. We get to see him play again tonight. So there's reasons to watch this team. I think Buck is going to be back maybe tomorrow. So come Friday at Target Field, it's going to be really interesting to see how the fans react, and they are absolutely allowed to react however they want. They're paying customers. But Joe Ryan's going to be on the mound. I think Byron Buxton's going to be in the outfield. Luke Keeshaw's going to be out there. So there's at least some aspects of this team that are going to be entertaining to watch, and knowing that there's an eye on the future. But I think that they got some guys that are going to help and going to be good players for this team.
Fair enough.
We'll just say next year, because it doesn't. The rest of this year doesn't really matter. The rest of this year is evaluation, but there's guys that they got that are going to be parts of this team next year and moving forward.
The Twins lost the opener of the Tigers series last night, 6-3. Tonight we get to see what the Twins can do against one of the dudes that was dealt during the Twins trade purge. Chris Paddock pitches for Detroit tonight. Zebby Matthews for the Twins. What do we got going on? We're jaw-jacking with former Twin Glen Perkins here on the program. How about a little baseball history for you, Glen Perkins? On this date in 2013, we were talking about owners. Timberwolves co-owner Alex Rodriguez. He and Jennifer Lopez, of course, now they own the Timberwolves. Timberwolves co-owner Alex Rodriguez. On this date in 2013, he was banned for 211 games by Major League Baseball for using growth hormones. How did you do against A-Rod?
Is that what they ended up suspending him for?
That's what it says here, growth hormones. Why do you ask?
Well, I don't know. I guess that's the one that they settled on.
There were other things he could have been suspended for?
I think it's amazing that Major League Baseball has chosen him to be one of the faces of baseball. He's on the big games on Fox. He does ESPN Sunday Night Baseball. That's wild.
Well, yeah, I mean, look, watch NBA coverage. Draymond Green is hosting playoff pregame shows and whatnot. Yeah, it's a friggin' mystery. I like Alex Rodriguez. I've come around to the guy. He seems like a nice dude. Have you guys crossed paths here in town, Glenn, a few times?
I've never met A-Rod.
Oh, really?
No, I never had a desire to. I didn't like the way he played. I didn't like his shtick on the field.
Yeah.
He always seemed phony to me.
Do you think that? And we appreciate your honesty.
Yes.
So he was kind of a dick as a ball player. You don't think that maybe he's become a different person now?
I have no idea.
You don't want to find out.
No, he can do his thing and I'll do mine, and that's fine. He did so many things on the field that turned me and a lot of other guys away.
I like the cold-blooded Glen Perkins.
Yeah,
I do.
But A-Rod's A-Rod, whatever.
Fair enough.
I wish the Wolves success.
Yeah. Well, then we were going to have you guys team up for a golf tournament next summer, but I guess
what I thought you were going to
we were going to have you be pickleball partners.
Yeah, we were going to have Glenn and A-Rod be pickleball partners for a tournament this summer.
He's on the phone. Let's get his response.
I thought you were going to say that he hit a homer off me on this day, because he did hit a homer sometime late in the season at Target Field off me.
Oh, yeah? And you said
took me deep to center field.
And you must have cursed a little bit to yourself, son of a bitch, like that kind of a thing.
Yeah, I can't remember if I think it made the game a little closer in the ninth. It might have been the one of the few that we won against the Yankees at Target Field.
Who else was a dick when you were a ball player?
Oh, here we go.
Now I know. I'm not bringing up A-Rod ever again when Glenn's on. I get it. There's some people you just don't like. I totally get it.
All right, I looked it up.
No, but I mean, it's the cheating with the performance-enhancing drugs. I'm not a fan.
Sure.
I remember in Toronto how he was running to third base and he yelled at Howie Clark. He slapped the ball out of a guy's glove at first base.
Yeah, I remember that.
He ran over the mound when Dallas Braden was throwing a no-hitter. He just did dumb things on the field.
Hey, dude, you don't have to explain. I mean,
unsportsmanlike.
Yeah.
Let's say that. He's unsportsmanlike. And I'm not a fan of that.
Doesn't bother me, Glen Perkins. Doesn't bother me.
Yeah. I don't think it bothers him at all that I'm not a fan either. I don't think he could really care less. So
yeah,
it's all good.
We've certainly crossed paths in our profession with people that we just don't friggin' like for this reason and that reason. That's just that's only natural, Glen Perkins.
That's right.
Oh man, what else is going on around here? Jack White, isn't that a dude, Josh, from a band called the White Stripes?
That's the guy, yeah.
He's got one up on you, Glenn, from a conversation we had with you a couple weeks ago. Jack White of the White Stripes completed his mission. He's attended a baseball game at every major league stadium. And you're one short, as we discussed a couple weeks ago. You still haven't done Wrigley Field.
Yeah.
Yes.
Jack White now has, boy, I wish I had money and no real job. You know what I'm saying?
What was the last place he went to?
Philadelphia.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I'd save that one for last,
Doesn't
too. Nobody
he
needs to go to Philadelphia.
Doesn't he own a company that makes baseball bats? I thought he was a huge baseball Well, obviously, he's gone to all the parks.
I know, yes, he is a big baseball fan. He's a big Tigers guy. He grew up in Detroit, but I don't know about baseball bats.
Yeah, you're right, Josh.
Warstick?
Warstick, it looks like. Warstic.
Yeah, he's a big fan.
I know that there's guys that use that brand in the big leagues, right?
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, good for him. Good for Jack White. But they wrote up some big article like he's some, everyday average. He's a rock star. He's rich. He can go wherever the hell he wants. You know what I'm talking about?
It's a nice life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rich guy visited every major league ballpark. Oh, great. Big accomplishment on his part.
Yeah.
All right. There you go. Glen Perkins, it's been an interesting week for Twins fans. I'm going to keep watching. I love to watch baseball. I know things are different, and we've got to be patient and all of what you said. So, we appreciate your time and your opinion today and any other time, Glen Perkins.
Right on, guys.
We'll be watching tonight. Are you working in any capacity tonight?
I'm on radio this road trip, yeah.
Well, I hate radio people.
So do I.
If we run into each other sometime, Glenn, it might not be pretty. You know what I'm saying?
Fair. That's fair.
It is fair. No, have fun tonight on the radio, and we appreciate your time. We'll talk to you next week, Glenn.
Sounds good. We'll talk to you next week.
See you later, bruh.
He may look at you like he does A-Rod.
Yeah. That was fun, wasn't it?
Yeah, I like that.
Good. I didn't expect that. That was great.
No. I just thought I was going to ask him like how he did career-wise against A-Rod. Yeah, whatever, he says.
I like that.
Xfinity, the fine people at Xfinity bring us our conversation every week with Glen Perkins. Stream sports from the best seat in the house with Xfinity. There was one more baseball story we didn't get to. But it ended up being kind of a scam. Josh, the fan they pulled out of the seats to play minor league baseball?
Yeah, after the contest.
Well, this turned out to be the story is a fan landed a contract after hitting a home run on Fan Appreciation Night. This is a West Coast League baseball league division, however I should have said that. The Portland Pickles, who are they again? Yeah, the Portland Pickles of the West Coast Baseball League. So it's young guys, trying to make their way in a certain direction. And on Fan Appreciation Night, they pulled the guy out of the crowd. They always have the cute gimmick. Pulled the guy out of the crowd and gave him an at-bat, okay, for the Portland Pickles. and I think I have this right. They were playing the Portland Gherkins.
That's a rivalry.
Ooh, it's a pickle versus pickle.
Right. So the guy comes out of the crowd. He gets a walk. And the manager was so impressed, the manager said, you know what, we'll give him another at-bat. The second at-bat, the kid hits a home run to win the game for the Portland Pickles over the Portland Gherkins. And the crowd is up for grabs. Oh, my God, they took somebody out of the crowd, and the dude actually hit a home run. And then they find out later he's a college baseball player.
Oh.
And it all kind of came off. I don't know.
You're going to get some Joe Schmo just to hit a home run. You got to have some background in baseball.
Well, I mean, sure, a home run was a little... I
shouldn't be surprised.
I'm not surprised. I'm disappointed. Of course, I'm well aware that minor league baseball might pull a few tricks on us now and again. I'm just disappointed. When I read the headline, I thought, whoa, are you kidding? It was some high-rated college baseball player.
It doesn't make it as fun.
We were talking about owners. The Pohlads, who are my personal favorite. Who else did we mention? You said Ziggy Wilf with the secondhand exercise equipment money. We mentioned Norm Green. Couple people texting in, Josh, and wanted to hear our Red McComb story again.
Oh, where we almost killed him.
Yes, former owner of the Minnesota, as he said it, the Minnesota Vakken. Former owner of the Minnesota Vakken, Red McCombs. Is he still breathing?
No.
Okay. Sorry to hear that.
Unrelated. Unrelated, I hope.
Many years ago, 1999, I'm going to guess, when he was running things with the Vikings, we made a miserable trip down to Mankato for training camp. And I hated it. It was so boring, and it was hot, and most of the players were dicks, and I just hated it, aside from going to Metlers. So one afternoon, we had an offer to interview Red McCombs, and he was quite a character when he was the owner. He had that Southern accent, and he was that tough guy, kind of a character. Everyone wanted a piece of Red McCombs, and when we got an offer to interview him, we thought, well, sure. We're not getting any traction with the prick players who would never say, fine, send us somebody, right? So they send us Red, and at the time we were broadcasting from this big, stupid vehicle. We actually were able to broadcast from the inside of that vehicle, weren't we, Josh?
Yeah, it was pretty cool, actually.
That does sound sweet.
It wasn't that sweet. It was smelly in there, and it was overcrowded, and you try to put 3 people in a...
Never mind.
Yeah, it wasn't that great. But Red comes over, and we were somehow able to sit him in a lawn chair out front the vehicle, and we interviewed him. And it was fine. He was a good enough interview, but it was when the interview ended that we almost made the papers. Red, wearing his big dopey cowboy boots, and he was no kid. He was an older gentleman even at this point.
Oh, yeah.
He says, well, thank you now, fellers, and I'll catch you later. Go Vakken, Purple Pride, whatever the slogan he used to do.
Purple Pride.
He got up, he tried to get up out of this lawn chair, and he got his stupid cowboy boots kind of tangled up in the bottom of the lawn chair.
Yeah.
And his balance is thrown off, and he's helpless.
And the ground was real soft because it had rained the night before, so that didn't help things.
When he did get his feet on the ground, like Josh was saying, he's slipping around. To take a line from legendary WWE announcer Jim Ross, he was like a cow on ice when his boots hit that wet grass. And he banked his skull off the rear view mirror of that vehicle we were broadcasting from and ends up down on the deck. And, I mean, I thought at least he was...
killed him.
I thought at the very least he was unconscious. I thought he was unconscious.
You killed him.
You know who the real victim in that whole thing was? The poor kid that was his assistant. The look on his face where he felt responsible because he was trying to catch him, but he couldn't. You know, Red was a big guy, and this guy was just a little guy. He must have been a kid. I mean, he's probably 18, 19 years old.
It was all suspended animation as he battled to stay on his feet, lost the battle, rang his skull off a rearview mirror, and ends up on his back like a turtle. I thought he was out cold. He picked himself up, covered in mud, got on the golf cart, and the 18-year-old kid drove him away. But maybe the hardest laugh I've ever had to hold in my entire life. I had to hold in my laugh until he was out of earshot. But that was a day we thought, at least for a brief minute, we had killed the owner of the Minnesota Vikings.
I'm impressed you're able to hold it in because I've never met somebody who enjoys seeing other people struggle and in pain more than you.
That would have just made out.
You like other people's misery.
I enjoy watching other people in pain.
Is it just because this guy was a billionaire? He could have eliminated you if he wanted it to be gone?
No, it could have been anybody.
Okay.
Anybody can struggle and fall and hit their head on a rearview mirror, and I'm going to be laughing.
No, I meant like you held your laughter in just because of how powerful this guy was.
Oh.
He could get pissed off at you for doing that. Then
I think I held my laughter in because there were other people watching, and I didn't want to come off like an insensitive bastard. And you're right, Randy Shaver. They killed him.
They killed him.
As God is my witness, he is broken in half. Hey, check this out. Completely unproven and injury-prone Vikings quarterback J.J. McCarthy is going to play Saturday in the Vikings' super exciting preseason opener against the Houston Texans.
We got that plan in place. I have not talked to him about it. We're so day-to-day. But, I do plan on playing J.J. Saturday, which I think we've kind of talked about before.
Vikings
That's good.
Head coach Kevin O'Connor.
Did he say he hasn't talked to him about it yet?
They haven't talked about it yet, but I think McCarthy assumed he would probably get some action. I mean, he's probably going to play the first 2 preseason games, would be my guess, and then maybe not play the third.
They killed him.
So
he hasn't taken a snap in any kind of a...
Since he got hurt last year.
Right, and that was a preseason game.
Yep.
It says
but
here,
you got to play him, though. You got to get him out there.
Well, of course.
Yeah, you just have to. And I think Vikings fans will kind of collectively hold their breath to make sure that he survives the preseason because, Plan B is not very appealing. So
last year, in the one game he appeared in the preseason, he did okay.
He looked good.
And then he came back to the bench and said, my knee kind of hurts. And it ended up he had a torn meniscus. And then Sam Darnold took over as the starter. And then what happened after that? I forgot. After Sam Darnold took over as the starter.
They did pretty good.
Yeah. Until they did. They did pretty good until they didn't.
Yep. The bottom fell out.
Yeah.
Oh.
But, Sam did a great job in getting them to that point. So the season wasn't a loss. It was a fun season, and he played well enough that there was this long-standing discussion about whether they should re-sign him or not.
Yeah,
so,
there was a big argument there for a while. I just remember Darnold, of course, had a great regular season, and then you could see it on his face. When they got to the playoffs, his face led me to believe he was thinking, wait, what do I do now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a little bit.
How do I do this?
Yep.
How do I?
The moment was a little too big for him.
Yeah.
Randy Shaver, Chicago Bears starting quarterback Caleb Williams. What are your thoughts on Caleb Williams?
I think first of all, he led the NFL in sacks last year. I think he had like 58 or 61 or something like that. Not all of them were his fault, obviously, but some of them were. He's a really good talent. He's got some talent around him, too, at the receiver position. And, of course, Ben Johnson's the head coach, the former Lions offensive coordinator. So there's a lot of positive things that head into this season about Chicago and about him.
Did you happen to see any video of Caleb Williams from last weekend's Chicago Bears training camp?
I did not.
This actually really cracked me up.
You can see it on 93x.com, Randy.
He had a bad weekend. And my favorite...
On the field?
On the field. Okay. My favorite video, they played a practice game in front of a crowd, and he threw a really bad interception, and the crowd went, oh, Jesus Christ. But that wasn't the video that I really enjoyed. They showed video, and this went viral. Caleb Williams and the other Bears quarterbacks are working on a drill. They're in the middle of a drill where they have to throw the football at a target that's 10 yards away. 10 yards. And on the target, there are 4 different holes to throw the football into, right? 10 yards. And he missed badly every single time, and then he storms away from the drill. He goes, son of a bitch, come on! It was very fun to watch. I don't know where Ashley went, but is that video up on our website?
Yeah.
Oh, my damn.
This wasn't just a fan that they plucked from the stands. This is the guy that's supposed to be your franchise quarterback.
It looked like a 6th-grade kid trying to throw these footballs into these targets.
Oh, my God.
Are you watching it?
Yeah, I just watched it right now.
Oh, my damn.
He can't even beat the game that they have because they have that same thing at Dave & Buster's.
Yeah.
Where you're throwing it through the target.
And then he has a temper tantrum and he stomps away. That is very funny.
I coached 9th-grade football players at Benilde that were better throwers in this drill than that.
So everybody,
that's embarrassing.
All the 8th graders on social media and the fully grown dorks just were all over this video saying, oh, no.
Well, you can't judge things.
Well, you can sort of judge a little bit.
You can't.
Not at all?
No, I don't.
Professional quarterback, 10 yards away, we can't judge at all? That?
I mean, no.
Okay. We can't, Josh, we can't judge it.
No.
Seems like you should be able to judge it.
I'd like
Josh.
I'm asking for just a little bit.
I'm not arguing with Randy. I'm just saying it kind of seems like you should.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
Ready, go. Miss, really bad miss. And then he goes, God, help us. Come on. That's funny. All right, now, Teddy Bridgewater is going to try to play football again?
No.
Hasn't he?
Yeah, supposedly he's close to signing with the Buccaneers.
Hasn't he done this a couple times already?
He has, yeah.
Retired?
The Lions brought him back last year.
To go back to wrestling again. Who does he think he is? Terry Funk? He comes out of retirement every couple of weeks? Yeah, he's been coaching high school football.
I hope he doesn't do that.
He told his players he's leaving. He was coaching high school football. He told his players, yeah, I'm not going to coach you. I'm going back to the NFL.
Yeah.
And then, like Josh said, there are reports that he signed with the Buccaneers to back up Baker's Mayfield. But then again, there's another story that says, he's real tight with Dinkus over there with the Lions. What's his name with the chew in his mouth?
Dan Campbell?
Dan Campbell. So maybe he'll go back to the Teddy Bridgewater again. You hope he doesn't do that? Why do you hope he does not do that?
I just think that there seems to be other players that are younger that could fill that role as opposed to Teddy.
You know what I want to do after the show's over? I want to get a football. I want to set up a target that's 10 yards.
You should do that.
Josh?
You know what? Do garbage cans and take wad-up papers.
Yeah.
Try it that way first.
Josh, you are not an NFL quarterback, nor have you ever been signed to that position.
I was thinking I'd like that grace, where it's like, well, he didn't complete any of our passes, but we're not going to rule him out yet. Sure, his spiral is sideways for some reason. There's a little more arc than there needs to be.
Caleb Williams didn't throw a spiral either.
Yeah, he didn't look too good.
I want to see how you do on that 10 yards away target thing. All right. People are texting in. Yeah, Teddy got in trouble at that high school football club for giving him money or something. I don't really.
Yeah, that was kind of bogus.
I couldn't care less if he
was supporting his players, and
he bought some kids some lunch
with his own money. Yeah, that was a bogus thing.
Yeah. All right. Lynx forward Nafisa Collier has again been named the WNBA Western Conference Player of the Month.
Yeah, but she's out.
It's the second time this year she's been Player of the Month. But, yeah, she sprained her ankle in their last game. She's out for a couple of weeks. The coach, Cheryl Reeve, is also the league's Coach of the Month. And the Lynx are 24-5 as of yesterday. They didn't play last night, did they? 24-5. No. That's concerning when your star player is injured. The original WNBA lime green dildo thrower from last week in Atlanta. That individual was arrested, a 23-year-old. He faces counts of, and this is where I took notice, he faces charges of disorderly conduct and indecent exposure.
Yeah, I mean...
So did he have the dildo down his pants and then he opened up his pants and took out the dildo and threw it onto... Is that how he got the indecent exposure?
Maybe just the dildo counts as indecent exposure around kids.
Yeah.
I mean, it's shaped like a penis. It looks just like it.
I never would have considered that.
Yeah, but I think it would have to be something on your own body.
That's what I would imagine, but I don't know. I don't know the laws. So we talked yesterday about the second all-time WNBA Lime dildo thrower.
The copycat dildo thrower.
Right. That dildo was tossed this past weekend in Chicago. So the first dildo thrower arrested, second dildo thrower. ESPN asked the cops in Chicago if an arrest was going to be made there, and the cops said, no. Their exact quote was, "We don't see a call of service for that incident."
Yeah.
The cops more or less said, look, someone threw a dildo. We don't really see the need to chase that individual down. So
it's going to lead to more copycats of the copycat then.
I suppose. Indecent exposure. Okay. Before anyone opens up their yap, listen to me and listen to me closely. The YouTube kid, Jake Paul, has upped and hired a big shot lawyer to sue anyone who claims his fights are rigged.
God, I hate this guy so much. So much.
He says after years of letting it slide as just haters being haters, I've asked my team to vigorously go after anyone who makes up lies about my boxing career. Expect to get served, you pigs.
Oh, no.
Well, damn, Jake, that's all you had to say.
Realistically, like, can you even do that if somebody...
Up.
Be careful,
Don't
Ashley.
take it. You're about to have a child, Ashley.
You want the YouTube kid to come sue you?
Yeah,
you don't want to
sue me, bitch.
Oh, no. I'm hitting the dump button.
Damn, Jake, that's all you had to say.
That's so funny. Like, that comes off like he's so butthurt.
Yeah.
Like Nick Nolte said to Eddie Murphy in the legendary 1982 movie 48 Hours, "Some of us citizens are behind you all the way, officer." I know when to shut up, Cubby.
Yeah, of course you do.
I know.
You're a talented broadcaster.
When I hear about big shot lawyers and pigs being served, that's when I close my yapper. So there you go. I didn't know this was a thing, Randy Shaver, but the NCAA made an agreement yesterday to keep the March Madness men's and women's basketball tournaments at 68 teams. Someone was pushing for 72 or 76 teams.
Yeah, there was a discussion about increasing the number of teams to play in that tournament. I'm really glad they didn't do that.
Well, it's going to happen. It's going to happen in the next few years.
Well, it might, yeah, but it's one of the last pure sports that has not changed that's so good the way it is, right? I mean, they've messed with the college football playoffs to the point where it's a watered down. These guys are playing like 15 to 20 games a year now. It's so ridiculous.
You don't like the college football playoff?
I just think it's too much. I think it's too many teams.
Well, they're all young. They can take it.
No, I understand that. And it's all about money. And now that we've all come to the realization that college athletics is not about a student athlete, that it's about making money.
Yeah.
I get all of that. But the basketball tournament is so fun because it's perfectly set up for excitement for all those weeks.
I still like the basketball tournament. Sure, I do. I didn't I didn't necessarily think they needed to go from 64 to 68, but they did.
Yeah, but that works. I mean,
that's
they
all
figured
right.
out a way to work. It didn't take away from that 64-team field, basically.
How many years ago was it 32?
Gosh, I can't recall a time in my lifetime.
You'd have to look it up.
Oh, no, I mean, it was in the 80s or something.
Yeah, there was a time when it was only 32 teams.
It was sometime, I think I was a junior high kid when they went from 32 to 64. But I swear to God, it was right in that wheelhouse. 82, 3. See if someone can find that. But I enjoy the men's and women's college basketball tournaments. Eventually, they're going to pump up the numbers because, like you said, it'll make them a few more bucks.
1985.
85. Yeah, I'm good.
So I was right then. It wasn't in my lifetime because I wasn't born until June of 85.
You getting away again on a technicality.
You bastard.
Shame on you and your mother.
Yes.
How about this for you hockey fans before we go? Local pimp, longtime NHL forward Matt Cullen. One of Matt's sons just announced he's committing to play hockey for the University of Minnesota. Wyatt. Now, he's only 16. He's playing on one of those national development clubs.
Yep.
I mean, that Matt Cullen, great player.
You know he's going to be good, right?
You certainly would assume that.
Oof,
and just to have Matt Cullen hanging around, and going to the U of M
I think
games.
Matt Cullen runs the Fargo Force, the hockey team in the USHL.
Okay, I went and watched them play once.
Yeah, that's in Fargo because I know that the Dyna quarterback, Mason West, who was drafted in the first round by the Blackhawks this year, played for the Fargo Force after his high school season ended. And I know that I was reading that Matt Cullen is part of either the ownership group or whatever of the Force. So
he's got a couple of kids. Another kid named Brooks who had committed to Michigan State, but now
I think he switched his commitment, right?
I don't have that in front of me.
I think he switched it to the Gophers.
Well, that would make sense. That's what the story. Yeah. The story was alluding to the fact that this Brooks kid, now that his brother Wyatt is a Golden Gopher, that maybe they both. Because what does Matt Cullen want to do? Go Friday night? He's watching a game in friggin' East Lansing, and Saturday he's in Minneapolis.
That would suck.
Yeah, that would really suck.
Just have them both in the same place.
I'm a fan. I'm a Matt Cullen fan. I've heard nothing but great things about the guy. 21 years.
And think about this too, Nick. It would have been so easy for them to go to Grand Forks and play for North Dakota, right? Because you're right there on the border.
Right.
So it's awesome that they're coming to the U. So
the guy only won 3 Stanley Cups, for Pete's sake. Yeah, right. I went to see the Fargo Force many years ago. As a matter of fact, if my memory serves me correct, there was a player on the ice that night. I don't remember if he was playing for the Fargo Force or for the opposite club. A player by the name of T.J. Oshie.
Oh, yeah. I've heard that name. I've heard that name.
I like to think that my attendance that evening might have done something for the young man. Might have been the springboard. All right, Randy, that's enough out of you.
Yep.
We appreciate
I'm exhausted.
It. Are you cooked?
Yeah, pretty much.
Try and rest up because we'll do it again tomorrow morning.
Sounds good.
Thanks, buddy. We'll be back here in a few minutes on the Half-Assed Morning Show.
The 93X Half-Assed Morning Show.
Hey friends, Dana here. And yeah, sure, we got plenty of summer left, but we all know what comes next when the weather shifts from crotch soup season to frozen shriveled peas season. That's why I love my pals at Standard Heating and Air Conditioning. It's the perfect time to get them out and take a peek at both your AC and your furnace. Book your AC tune-up by August 21st and save $45 or save $90 when you bundle both. It's the early bird deal and it's the way to go for peace of mind on both ends. Go to standardheating.com and make sure to mention 93X when you book.
Hey there, I'm Paula Pant, host of the Afford Anything podcast. I help people make the smartest money decisions possible because let's face it, money's too important to wing it. From investing strategies to economic trends to savvy travel, lifestyle design, and beyond, we're in this journey to financial independence together. Remember, you can afford anything, just not everything. So, afford anything. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
93X, the home of the half-assed morning show.
Wow.
I liked that.
It's kind of sexy. Wow.
That's a new one for me.
Yeah. Wow.
All right, here's the deal. Get her done. That's the slogan we're going with for the rest of this morning's broadcast. Thanks for listening to our program here, the 93X Half-Assed Morning Show. If you missed it earlier, we dumped an invite out there to our next big beer party. Tickets, there she goes. Tickets to our autumn boat party are for sale as we effing speak on 93X.com. We're going to go ahead and rock the river again on September 19th. You can call it Nick's birthday cruise if you like. Friday, September 19th from 7 to 10 p.m. Don't you know? Tickets on sale now at 93X.com. Brotherhood, sisterhood, everyone in between, consider this your invitation. Cruising the godforsaken Mississippi River on the wonderful, or with the wonderful Paddleford Riverboat crew. They're hosting the party, sponsored by Anytime Bail Bonds. Live music from immortal local rock band Gel. A delicious meal will be provided by the folks from Lucky's 13 Pub. Cash bar or two on board. Nothing but laughs. Up and down the river we go until we're good and loaded. Made the announcement earlier on this morning, or maybe you spotted it on our website. Tickets for sale right damn now. Your thoughts, Cubby?
Well, thank you to the people who have texted in, said already got their tickets. Some people, it was on our website before we got on air. Some people had purchased it even before we started this morning. And so thank you to those that are going to join us. I was pretty excited to see via text a few new people that haven't been on the boat before are going to join us for this first one. And this is a good one to do it. Absolutely love the fall cruise. Food's great. I was at Lucky's 13 not too long ago with my toughest looking friend, and we must have looked like a complete odd couple. I was wondering, I should have took a picture for you guys.
How tough looking is this guy?
Well, he's in a motorcycle club.
Oh.
And so he had his gear on. He had just left a meeting of some sorts.
Do you have a picture of this individual? I want to see the contrast between tough guy and Cubby.
Oh, you know what? Maybe if he's listening, he could text me. Yeah, send it to me if you wouldn't mind.
The two of you went into Lucky's 13, and the wait staff said, "Well, that's an odd-looking couple."
Well, and he's incredibly tall, built, which I am as well. But
yeah.
I just think that we're.
What are you, 6'1", 6'2"?
On a good day, I'm 6'3".
Did you really lean into the odd couple thing? Like he ordered a big old steak, and you got like the kids' menu chicken fingers?
No, nothing like that.
That would have been awesome.
I was too full from my side salad.
Yeah, you got one of those little sippy cups, of chocolate milk.
Is your buddy a member of the Wild Hogs?
No, but I wish he was.
So
Man,
cool.
I love the Wild Hogs.
Wow, it's just great motion picture. Okay, so one more little heads up. Go to our website, buy your tickets to the boat party. Friday, September 19th, 7 to 10 out there on the Mississippi. Appreciate your interest in such a thing. Holler at me if you get a picture.
I just texted him to ask him to send
of your
one.
your broski.
I'm like texting your buddy at 8:35 in the morning. Hey, can I get a selfie?
Send me a picture. Is what you're going to have to ask the guy. Okay. Here's something for everybody and all of y'all. Oh, by the way, back to the boat party, September 19th. I got a kick out of our conversation earlier on the subject. Ashley, of course, ready to pop a baby loose upon the world any day now. Josh, if I remember this, Josh said something to Ashley like, do you think you'll make it to the boat by September 19th? Do you think you'll be able to? And Ashley said no. And Josh said, well, there is a chance that, and Ashley said no.
Yeah, she shot that down immediately.
Just forget about me being on that boat in any way, shape, or form, Smashley says.
Yeah, and a listener made me realize, too, a very good point for me to not be on it is that I want to breastfeed, so hopefully all that goes well.
Oh.
And I will be breastfeeding. I would have to...
You're too old for that.
I would have to pump on the boat.
Gotcha. You mean the other way around.
pumping on the boat.
Yeah, and that's not like on my to-do list to pump breast milk in front of our listening audience.
Sure.
Yeah.
You can't do that beforehand?
No, because of how long it is. No.
Oh, really? So you got to do it that often?
Yeah, if I want to keep doing what I'm doing.
I need to get myself a boom box because in the future, anytime you have to pump, maybe in front of us, I want to hit that old song. Pump it up, pump the jam when the beats are bumping and your breast is pumping.
I know. Hopefully, you guys won't even be able to tell. I've got ones that you can just like wear under your shirt, so there's no cords, and they're relatively quiet. But
like when you come back, you'll still be doing it?
Yes. Oh yeah, 100%.
Can you guys see the one that I'm wearing right now? I mean, they do made some big advancements in making these things discreet.
Yeah, I'm glad you could stay. Get the booty on. Remember that one, Jeff?
Sure.
I remember when one of my buddy's wives just upped and breastfed in front of us when we were young people, and then I looked at her as if to say, "Are you really breastfeeding in front of?" And she looked at me as if she was thinking, "You got a problem with that?" We were like
no words needed.
We were like 25 or 6, Josh. She just got it out, put the baby on it, and looked around the room as if to say, "If you got a problem with this, step up."
Oh yeah, I've seen that before. I was at a child's birthday party, and a mom, casually just did it. I'd never seen that before.
Yeah.
No judgment. That was. Like, I didn't know that happened.
Yeah, she said, go ahead, say something.
I worked with a guy in radio who got suspended because he went on a Facebook rant about how gross it was that some woman was breastfeeding in public.
Why did he have a problem?
I don't. He had a lot of problems.
God forbid she feeds her baby.
Hey, let these babies starve to death around me.
And he was just awful about it. He's like, I don't need to see your gross, saggy body when I'm trying to eat my food.
My God.
Yeah.
I'm going to fight that dude.
Well, that guy sounds like a real pimp.
Was he a guy that used to work here?
Yes. A guy that threatened to kill me.
Oh, that guy?
That guy.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
That guy, he was too ugly to be in public. I know who you're talking about. What the hell is he bitching about? Every time he stepped out into public, I thought it was ugly. Are we talking about two different guys?
I think we're talking about two different guys.
Oh.
Yeah, the guy you're thinking of, you're right. The other guy actually was quite handsome.
The guy I'm speaking of, he was ugly. You're saying.
Yeah, that guy definitely.
I got the wrong guy. Sorry, Dana.
It's okay.
Wrong guy.
It's okay.
No, the guy you're talking about, so good on the radio, such a mean person in real life.
Awful.
That's too bad.
Well, I guess I don't know. We're all hooked up, aren't we? All four of us. So weighed down by significant others. Answer me this. What is something you enjoy? Josh, you can start. What is something you enjoy that you wish your significant other also liked?
Heavy metal music.
Dude, that's one of my answers. Acid rock, wolf rock, devil music.
We like mostly the same things, but musically we could not be further apart.
She probably knows that Pump It Up song I was singing a minute.
Oh, she loves that kind of stuff. And yeah, actually sometimes like if she uses my vehicle, she'll have the bass cranked. And I'm all about that treble. I'm not all about that bass. I want mid-range. I want treble. The bass, I don't need that much bass.
Reasonable bass.
But she likes to crank that all the way up.
Now, my wife does like some hard rock. I mean, when we were younger, we went to the same Kiss concerts and Motley Crue concerts and Bon Jovi and bands like that. And she still knows a lot of the words to those hard rock songs. I mean, hard rock, forgive me, but I'm going to throw Poison and some of the bands that were big when we were in high school. My wife knows the songs, the Poison songs, and Motley Crue. But she doesn't really like me cranking it much in the house, too loud. She's one of those that I'll turn on the radio and I'll start doing something in the house and she'll walk over and just turn it off.
Oh, really?
Just straight up turns it off?
She'll usually say something like, "That's about enough of that," and then she turns it off. We can't crank music together. She's not into the acid rock.
I mean, I like people's passions, even if I'm not into what they're into, and I love how much she loves that kind of music. But yeah, I'll tell you this: she is very good about. Let's say I want to watch a documentary on some sort of rock or metal show. She'll sit through that, and I'm kind of the opposite. Where if she turns it on, I'll just put some headphones on and watch YouTube. But she will watch it. Like we watched.
She does that for you.
She does. She's very cool about it.
But you won't watch a documentary on Salt and Pepper.
No, I won't.
Right.
But most recently we watched, I'm trying to remember if it was the Behind the Music on Eddie Van Halen or Wolfgang. It featured Wolfgang mostly, but she really liked that one. It was very emotional, just the relationship between Eddie and his son Wolfgang.
Ashley, Dana, what's something you enjoy that you wish your significant other also liked?
Actually, we just kind of had this come up yesterday. Like eating sweets, like baked goods.
Oh.
Because I absolutely love baking. I love baking for other people.
He doesn't go for sweets?
Yeah, and so if I bake something, I'm just the one that's stuck being a little fatty eating it late at night. And I'm like, I want you to join in on this, or else it just doesn't hit the same.
My wife and I love ice cream and cookies and things
Maybe
like
I'll
that.
bake for you guys.
Oh, hell, send it my way. I'd chomp it up. Dana, go ahead.
Well, I have so many, and thankfully my wife is she tolerates all of some of my weird hobbies. I think the one that I wish you would want to sit down and build a Lego set with me. I think that would be very fun.
What are you doing still sitting down and building Lego sets?
It's the most soothing thing in the world, man. It's the only thing that can get me to put my cell phone down and stop thinking about crap for a while.
There is some crap to think about, isn't there?
But no, she watched SummerSlam with me on Sunday night. I think she more watched me watch SummerSlam because I was just geeking out a little bit towards the end of that Cena match. But no, I don't need her to like the things I like. But yeah, it'd be fun if we could build a Lego set together.
A few listeners are texting in saying sex. The answer is sex.
Oh, that's a good answer.
The question, what's something you enjoy that you wish your significant... I'll get there. Something you enjoy that you wish your significant other also liked. Everyone's texting in sexual intercourse.
This is where they're confused,
BJ's.
though. Their wives and girlfriends like sex, just not with them.
Oh, no, that is a hurtful statement. Is that true? Yeah, if your libidos aren't matched up, whichever side of that you're on, that can damage a relationship or make things uncomfortable, certainly.
Now, my wife and I get along fine, but if I could expand on this, other than acid rock, she just doesn't tolerate much of it anymore. She wants the music to be soft and love 105-y.
What? Okay, so, hey, that's a great station.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan.
She wants to hear like an old Kenny Loggins or song or something. Yes, what was your question?
I just was a statement that I enjoy that.
Oh, okay. It sounded like...
Well, before that, I was going to ask what style of music she's into, and you answered it. So.
Yeah, God, there's who's the guy that sings 65 get away, you and I? It's right on the tip of my tongue. Who's the guy that sings It's a Cool Night? Paul Davis?
I don't know if I'm familiar with that one. I have to look it up.
It's a cool night. Let me fold you by the firelight. If it don't feel right, we
here's
can.
Paul Davis.
She likes Paul Davis, Josh. And it's funny, at the YZ American Legion, on a Saturday night, my buddies will be pumping all the AC/DC and Ozzy Osbourne right into the jukebox. And then she'll get on her phone. You know how you do that with the phone now?
Yeah.
And she'll interject a song by Paul Davis in the middle of Ozzy and AC/DC, and you get to watch the crowd reel in disgust.
There's not another fan?
No.
Cheek Spreader Jesus said he wishes that his wife was more into bottling up her emotions like he is. He doesn't want to have deep conversations.
What is something you enjoy that you wish your significant other also liked? The answer is bottling up his emotions.
This person wishes his girlfriend was more into hunting and fishing like he is, but at the same time, he said, I don't have a girlfriend. Well, you get one.
The other big Paul Davis song was I Go Crazy. Yeah, that was huge. You ever seen a picture of Paul Davis?
Yeah, his videos here have.
The poor guy died young. But Jesus, he looked like he just rolled out from under a bus. Anyway, we got to take a break. If I could expand, though, something else that I enjoy that I wish my significant I've had trouble all morning with that.
It's not
that
easy.
I wish my wife was into. She doesn't want to play pocket billiards with me, ever.
Oh, really?
Nope.
You know what? You're lucky.
Why?
I created a monster.
Oh.
I got my husband into pool when we first started dating, and I created a monster.
He wants to play all the time?
All the time, even now.
Lucky.
And I'm like, dude, look at me.
You can't get close to the pool table anymore.
Juicy Jerky Jesus wishes that his girlfriend was into threesomes as much as he is.
Dirty bastards. What is something you enjoy that you wish your partner also liked? Plenty of answers here from our listening audience.
I thought of something that I bet my husband he wish I would like more, and that would be anything to do with birds. He's I don't know, he hit this age where he's all of a sudden really into birds. He's got a bird app on his phone where it can identify what bird it is just by the sound of it. And I try to care, but I told you guys yesterday, I'm not a huge fan of birds.
You shouldn't care.
Well, you don't think they're real.
Yeah, that's one part of it.
Dana,
yes.
You're damn near off the hook for that Lego habit. No, you shouldn't care what bird is what. I couldn't give two pumps about friggin' birds.
Yeah,
that's your husband's new thing now. He needs to know what bird makes what sound.
Yeah, and he logs them. He gets a bird of the day, and he tells me about the bird of the day.
And he's really into this.
Yeah, it is very endearing. I think it's adorable.
What's next? Trees?
I just don't
Is he
really
going to walk
care
around the
about
neighborhood
birds.
and identify all the trees?
That'd be cool.
Well, do you
No, it would not be cool.
Do you love rocks? Do you ever talk about what some of those rocks would do to his stupid birds?
That's a good idea.
Dude.
Do you talk about agates and whatnot with him as a rock fan?
No, I do not, because I know he doesn't care.
Oh, he doesn't know.
Here's some of the answers from our listeners on something they wish their partner would enjoy as much as they do. Musicals. Now, be careful what you wish for. Sometimes you don't want your significant other to take an interest in something that you love, because then it's no longer your thing. This is a saying that was texted into me, Josh. I used to go hunting to get rid of my problems. Now my problems go hunting with me.
Yeah, you got to be careful.
I wish my wife enjoyed peace and quiet. My wife doesn't appreciate wrestling, monster trucks, or RC cars.
I've always wanted an RC car or an RC boat.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about those.
Those look like a blast. Dr. Evil Jesus said he wishes his wife was into relaxing. Oh, we should take this wall out of the bathroom and then build a deck on your day off.
Damn. Working out. My wife isn't into the slightest bit of working out. So it's hard to cook for us when she doesn't care what she eats and I want to be relatively healthy.
Oh, and that's something you kind of got to be careful about, because if you say the wrong thing, hey, we should eat healthier, hey, you should get into working out, that might not go over well.
True. They might think you're trying to say something else.
Another one of our listeners says, I wish my wife was as interested as I am in walking the dogs that we have, that she wanted.
Poltap Voyeur Jesus said she wishes her husband was into reality TV, especially Bravo shows. Real Housewives, Below Deck. She thinks he'd like it because he enjoys watching train wrecks, and that's what those shows are. What about this? I'm lucky. My wife and I like the same types of movies. This is Trash Can Jesus, wishes his wife enjoyed action movies. She wants to watch rom-coms. Yeah, I'm lucky I don't have to watch those.
Ooh, you want a perfect mix of both? It's called Top Gun. It came out in 1986.
Oh, yeah, they admit that's exactly what they tried to do.
Here's a listener who says, I can't get my wife interested in riding my Harley Davidson. She has no interest whatsoever. I know, I can relate. I'm a Harley owner myself.
More anxiety than hair Jesus wishes his wife was into reading comics. I didn't know he was a comic guy.
Comics? And finally, smoking dope. A guy says, my girlfriend doesn't want to smoke so much dope.
Yeah, when I smoked weed, I would get sad when the person I was with wouldn't want to also get high with me.
I bet drinking's the same way, right? If you're a drinker and they're not, that's drinking alone, maybe.
That's another thing I could add. Personally, my wife does not enjoy mass amounts of liquor. She just likes a tiny little bit.
It's just a waste of calories at that point.
Yeah, if you're not getting the buzz going.
Yeah.
Just a little bit she likes.
A waste of calories.
But you know what's fun about that, Cubby, is not that I'm some, neighborhood lush, but I can damn near always count on a ride home.
There you go.
We're both going back to the same place, Cubby.
Yeah, that's a positive right there, that's for sure. Before we wrap up, in case you haven't heard, we announced the date for the 2025 Rock the River Fall Booze Cruise, sponsored by Anytime Bail Bonds. We're all set to sail Friday, September 19th, 7 to 10 p.m. aboard the Paddleford Riverboats down the Mississippi. Live music from Gel once again. Fantastic buffet from Lucky's 13 Pub. Tickets on sale now at 93x.com. Happy birthday to Macy, turning 11 today, from the bestest dad, hung like a field mouse Jesus. Shout out to 10 beers and a wank Jesus, and have a great Tuesday.
93X Half-Assed Morning Show. 93X.
Hey friends, Dana here. And yeah, sure, we got plenty of summer left, but we all know what comes next when the weather shifts from crotch soup season to frozen shriveled peas season. That's why I love my pals at Standard Heating and Air Conditioning. It's the perfect time to get them out and take a peek at both your AC and your furnace. Book your AC tune-up by August 21st and save $45 or save $90 when you bundle both. It's the early bird deal, and it's the way to go for peace of mind on both ends. Go to standardheating.com and make sure to mention 93X when you book.